Hey, what's going on, guys? That was Trouble Always Inbound from the Payday 2 soundtrack. Um, I'm gonna do some more demos. Had a fun time the last hour or so. My hard drive, which is the one that I install all my Steam games to, decided that after Windows surprised me with an update this weekend, it didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to mount. Didn't even show up in the drive management section of Windows. So I couldn't do anything. I restarted the computer. I eventually took the hard drive out. It's a M.2 out of the machine. And then I didn't want to. So my machine's standing up on my desk, and I didn't want to take it off my desk because there's not enough room to lay it down on my desk, and unplug all the cables and lay it down somewhere and do all that stuff. Take out the GPU to do all this. So I was kind of like struggling, like sticking my arm between the CPU, the GPU, let's go on, Sleepy. The GPU brace and the power supply to get this hard drive in and out. And then, it was on a vertical surface, so I can't just like put it in and then go grab something. I have to hold it and all that stuff. And so, what the hell? Sorry. Distracted. YouTube has, I just played the song. It has info about the song, and underneath it, it has info about a different channel. Look at this. Hang on. My brain has been fried. I'm so off. This is the channel, Hoxalicious, that has this. And then here's Jimmy's info and playlist for Jimmy. What the fuck? That's not this channel. He's a RuneScape streamer. Or video, whatever. Anyway. Wrong buttons again still. Yeah, so I was trying to pull the hard drive out, and I am horribly, horribly sunburnt right now on my arms. It's like glowing red. And so putting my arm on my couch where I needed to hold myself in the position where I could see stuff hurt. Sticking my arm in my computer hurt. But apparently taking the hard drive out and then putting it back in fixed it. So I have my Steam drive back. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have lost anything. I mean, with Steam Cloud backup and the tiny amount of save files that aren't backed up, I wouldn't have lost any content or any saves or anything. But it's just a pain where like I went into Steam and it was like the most recent game I played was like 4 weeks ago. And it was like, that's not right. But what's going on where? But yeah, before we get going playing video games here, yeah, I don't know, the YouTube, excuse me, it's just wrong. I wonder if I refresh it if it fixes itself. Yeah, I don't want to actually listen to this again though. Yeah, it fixed itself. It shows the correct chapters. It shows the correct attribution. Very good. This weekend has been an interesting weekend. Probably more not good than good, but we're here. You may have seen on Twitter me posting about some stuff. So let me show you here a few things. Give me 1 second. The pictures I took. Can I just play this in a browser? I don't know. Yeah, I can. Hang on. All right. Well, here I'll show you some pictures. It was raining like there was no tomorrow. Saturday. Well, you can see this picture. This is when it was light. It's coming down. It was raining so hard, and every time we checked, it kept saying the show is on. The show is on. The show is on. We're sitting there driving up in this weather, like what the hell are they talking about? So I packed. I had like a rubber rain poncho. I had garbage bags. I decided to leave my camera home, of course, because it's raining. I don't want to use my camera in the rain. We get there. It's still raining. We get out of the car. We walk in, and we sit down in our seats. And all of a sudden, it's the hottest sun you've ever seen in your life. I got a terrible burn. It's like redder than that right now. It's crazy. Oh look, you can see it. You can see it. Look at it. Look at it. So yeah, that's fun. I got one video here. I'm gonna focus on the people, not the planes, but that was on my cell phone. That wasn't even on that real camera. But a taste of Texas summer. It just wasn't even that. I just wasn't prepared. We didn't pack any sunscreen. I had a hat, but I didn't have like long sleeves. Like I could have put a plastic garbage bag over me. That's it. Like I had no protection from the sun. Thankfully my neck and shoulders are okay. The side of my face is okay. It's just my arms. Like my cousin, his face is all burnt. I don't know how. He's standing right next to me. He must have been looking towards the sun more, but yeah, so I that doesn't feel great. My arm hurts. It aches. Moving my arm hurts. Like doing this just hurts. I almost feel like I have a fever right now. So I'm feeling kind of gross. But the show was good. Unfortunately, they did abbreviate a lot of it. They skipped a couple things. Some of the stuff was shorter. They almost skipped the Blue Angels, but they had someone fly and look at the cloud cover, and they're like, "Yeah, we could still do it." So they did a lower air show, so they didn't go up high very much. They stayed very low. I got Jury Summons as well. I believe this is U.S. government summons, not state summons, but not summons. Questionnaire, excuse me. A questionnaire, which means I'm going to get summoned soon. So I got to do that. And then today, yeah, federal. Yeah, that's the one I meant. And then today, I did some trains. It was hot. Thankfully, I was under the cover of trees, so it wasn't like I was in the sun all day. But you know, it's tiring. And I was doing safety, which is what I did last time, where you just watch out for people who are dragging their feet or using their phone or whatever. And then maybe the last hour and a half, 2 hours, I was station master. So I was guiding people on and off the trains and giving them the speech about not, keeping their hands in and all that, and coordinating people getting on and off the train. That's a little bit difficult, you're trying to get people out and in, and trains are coming and going from the station. It's almost like a real train sim, but it was all right. I made it. So for the games today, I'm gonna try Broken Roads. It looked interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for. Yeah, it's like literally hard and cast. Yes, 100%. You got people trying to get off one train and sneak onto another train, and you're like, dude, like the tickets are donation based. Like we give out tickets, and you can donate if you want. So it's not like people are stealing a ride per se, but there's a line, and like you can't hop from one train to another and go around again. Like, come on, dude, stuff like that. So you just gotta keep your eye peeled. What's going on, Snoodle? But yeah, let's try Broken Roads. Also, really weird. We had a lot of stalls. The trains kept stalling. One of them, the choke is like loose, so it would just like open up by itself, and you don't really want to have an open or to close by itself. Whatever you don't want it to be, it would like slowly go into. Oh, it's good. You can see it. Like you can see it. It's here. You can see it. It hurts. Not fun. And I'm just tired. Like, what's going on, Deformed? How you doing? It's just like Zot and I were talking at like 4, and I was like, "Oh, you want to stream?" And he's like, maybe, blah blah blah. And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go lay down for a bit." And then I was out. I was just out because I'm so tired from a sunburn. Like, ugh. Okay, let's see. Dear Drop Bites would like to acknowledge the Wadawarung, Lut Ruida, Turbal, Boon Warun, Darun Ball, Wadjuk, Kabi, and Jinibara people, the traditional custodians of the lands which the game is made. Interesting. Let's see what we got. Show unavailable moral choices. Yeah, I want to see. Toggle object labels. I don't know if I want that. That is correct. That is good. I'm actually going to put the voice volume higher. It typically helps out. WSAD, cool. I say WSAD, WADS. I don't know. Do people? Yeah, because WS up down, AD left right. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a different order. All right, let's hop into this. I don't know a ton about this game, but it looks kind of cool.
My nan called it the end of time. Dad called it a waste of good beer. Me, I called it another day in bloody paradise.
WAD sounds funnier, yeah.
Or less, since society had its last hurrah, we've rebuilt. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, with nothing but hard yakka and the sweat off our backs. There's been bloodshed too, of course. People who will always be willing to kill for what they didn't earn. But that's not most of us. We're the farmers, the brewers, the protectors and the builders. The people who keep this great land connected, one town at a time. So you survive. You make do. You live with tough choices and you don't look back. Because the next town is 200 kilometers away, and mate, you passed the last refuge 3 days ago. There's no good or evil. No right or wrong, only the path you choose to travel down these broken roads.
So it sounds like it's taking place in Australia. Welcome to the Steam demo of Broken Roads. We're delighted to present the current state of the game, but there's still some time before release. Its experience and many gameplay elements will be subject to change over the coming months. Love to hear your feedback via Discord or the forum on their website. Every bug you find helps us make the game better. I think to make a better game. And of course, wishlist Broken Roads if you haven't already. Now quit reading this rubbish and get stuck into it. Origin, appearance, moralities. Okay. Okay. Their native tribes are all Australian. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Hired guns, surveyor, barter crew, or jackaroo. Not available in the demo. Okay, so the only one that's available is hired gun. You grow up with a gun in your hand. If you wanted to eat, you shot what your parents told you to shoot. Starvation is a powerful motivator. It was that simple. They hired you out when you were in your teens, telling clients that a hungry kid shoots better. After a few years, you worked up the courage to run away, and you crossed the outback to make a new life for yourself. You've even earned a bit of a reputation. That's why you weren't surprised when you were offered the possibility of a long-term gig with the Scouts at Bali Bali Hall. It's a mad world out there, and instead of trying to make sense of it, you've carved your place in it. You'll be damned if anyone thinks you'll just quit. Attribute bonuses: awareness +1, strength +1, starting skill, shooting mastery +10. Opportunist +5. Unique perk, Rallying Cry. All allies gain +4 initiative until this character's next turn. When rallied, each character's first attack during their turn gets a bonus to accuracy equal to triple the value of the user's charisma score. So the user, as in me, triple. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of these, but that's interesting. I like having, a variety of starting stuff. Okay, so there's explanations. Awareness, perception, and insight affects range damage, accuracy, critical hit chance, dodge, and helps avoid ambushes. Strength is power and energy, affects melee damage, health points, movement, points and intimidation checks. Shooting mastery, make every shot count for you, not them. Bonus damage, accuracy, critical hit chance, and dodge when wielding a ranged weapon. An opportunist, help yourself to a free swipe at enemies doing a runner. Chance to make an attack on enemies moving out of melee range. Interesting that you have opportunist with a shooting class. I guess you can butt the gun would be the. I can't imagine you'd be able to shoot them, but cool. Let's see. All right, I'll be me. That's me, Jerome. Developers called Drop Bear with a Yeah, well, I think I've heard that joke before about, or what was it with the reporters and the Drop Bears? I don't remember. Introduction to the Moral Compass. The Moral Compass shows a 360-degree view of possible dialogue options, attitudes you can hold, and decisions that you can make throughout your journey. It's divided into 4 parts: utilitarian, nihilist, Machiavellian, and humanist, with the golden arc representing your worldview, often overlapping different quadrants. Where a decision lies is not always clear-cut, and the borders matter. It's entirely possible to be a utilitarian focused on the greater good for all, which will suit options in that quadrant close to the humanist border. Excuse me. Likewise, you can be within the utilitarian quadrant, but tending far more to focus on the interest of your own group, with decisions trending towards the Machiavellian border, which I think seems like what this is right here. We have utilitarian and Machiavellian is kind of hitting in this area. Broken Roads doesn't reduce things to simple right and wrong or good and evil, and this is reflected in how you can handle the scenarios you face on your journey. Can you be a radical centrist? Yes. Just don't play the game. Your worldview. The golden arc in the center represents your worldview. Each decision you make can affect your position on the compass, rotating the worldview slightly towards the decision you've made. At the center of the compass are brightly illuminated areas of moral tendencies. Obviously, it'd be these, I guess, which allow your character to make lower-level moral decisions or expression of ideas that would otherwise fall outside their worldview. Oh, I see. So if I hold this view here, I can still make these choices here, even though they're outside my worldview, but I couldn't make something like this, I guess, if I'm understanding that right. Note that the further a decision is from the center of your worldview, the larger impact it will have on shifting it. Plus, the more decisions you make close to the center of your worldview, the more narrow-minded you'll become, allowing you to make higher level decisions. Conversely, selecting a wider range of choices will make you broad-minded and often allowing more options, but making certain higher-level decisions and moral traits, perks unique to characters of a particular alignment that can affect dialogue or combat skills unavailable. Am I understanding that right? Or can I only make... No, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, so I can only make decisions inside this worldview cone, or if they're in these... A weirdly complex socio-morality system. I think once I understand it a bit better, it won't be as complex. I think it's just one of those things where it's hard to explain. Yeah, I get that the shape of this cone changes. If I get really narrow-minded, it will be a really narrow cone. I'm just, options that I'm allowed to choose. It looks like these all have borders around them, but it also looks like this has room to grow outward. So maybe it is only within this cone. Yeah, all right. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Anything within the cone, and then some of these choices too, potentially. And like in this case, these choices are unavailable. These because the cone isn't wide enough, or long enough in this case, and this because it's not long enough. Looks like it. We'll see. The 4 moral quadrants. Human. Each person's dignity matters most. I choose all meaning, and thus what matters. But what is inalienable is that every person has worth. For the humanist, each person's dignity matters most, simply through existing as a being experiencing the world. Utilitarian. Everyone's happiness combined matters most. The greatest good for the greatest number. I believe that everyone's happiness combined matters most, and thus can justify causing harm or suffering depending on the outcome. Machiavellian. My group matters the most. The ends justify the means if it favors our pursuit and maintenance of power. As a Machiavellian, my group matters most, regardless of the cost of others. Nihilist. I matter most. Given there's nothing outside of each individual human experience, nothing ultimately matters, and that doesn't bother me. Thus, for the nihilist, I matter most. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Where this is tough. Boiling these concepts down to words makes things tough for me, because I get it. Like nihilist, I'm in my brain. Who else? There's no one in this world but me. But obviously, there's more people in the world than me. Like whatever. All right, yeah, we are doing a test here. Question: you just picked up a job to escort a captured thief. You get to talking, and he tells you the sad tale of how he came to be captured. Sounds like he was not really the perp, and actually makes a pretty good case for his innocence. He begs you to set him free. Of course, they all have merit, which is why this makes it so tough. You know, humanist, let him go free. You'll argue his case, and at least prevent an innocent man from enduring mob justice. There'll always be more jobs down the track. Nihilist, you've been paid to do a job, and you plan to see it through. Despite his appeal and potential innocence, prioritize your reputation and ensure it gets paid. You get paid. Utilitarian, promise him you'll plead his case. It doesn't serve anybody's interest to execute an innocent man. It doesn't serve yours if he's in fact guilty. The best you can do is assure justice, and your rep stays intact. Machiavellian, tell him to make you an offer. You won't get the other half of your pay if you get to Brookton without him. And if you help him escape, your reputation as a hired gun could take a hit. The only way to refute a nihilist, a true nihilist, is to kill them. I don't know. That's a little out there, but there's no right or wrong. Yeah, that's true. I kind of like the utilitarian. You'll plead his case, you'll help him out, but they'll still complete the job, you know? After a series of raids on caravans passing near your home, you put together a scouting party. You've caught a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. You free him. Nihilist, execute them both on the spot. Better to not have that kind of headache. Utilitarian, take it back to town and stand trial. It's not your call to make. Humanist, escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. Machiavellian, tell them that you let one of them go free, him or his raider. He gets to choose which one lives. I mean, I don't want to do the same thing over and over, but at the same time, yeah, it's not really my call to make if we're living as a group, right? 3 of 6. A nearby townstead has a new chief, and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat: pay tribute or suffer his wrath. He clearly has the military strength to back it up. Do you pay? Nihilist, if he thinks he can take it, let him come. You're not scared of his threats. Machiavellian, negotiate with the envoy and escort him back. Concealed, your top fighters follow. In town, publicly execute the envoy, displaying his head on a spike. Warn the others to surrender their chief or face the same fate. Humanist, send scouts to see if he can enforce his demands. If he can, pay up. If he can't, send him a mocking reply and dare him to come take it. Utilitarian, send an envoy in return and try to negotiate with the new chief. War hurts everyone, and maybe you can work out a way of mutual benefit. I'm going to do humanist on that one. Question. A child in the village has started showing symptoms of the plague. The town's chosen to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with other kids. What now? Nihilist, let him go with a warning. If he's contagious, you're all infected now too. If he's not, no harm done. Machiavellian. Rally some neighbors and evict the entire family from the town. Make an example out of their carelessness. Utilitarian. Send him back to his house under careful guard. The whole family will have to leave town if they continue to put everyone at risk. Humanist. Return him to his house and explain to his family what will happen to the town if they're all infected. Make them see reason. Kill the child. No, I don't think that's not an option. Unless, I mean, you consider evicting the family that, but return him to his house and explain to the family what will happen. Make them see reason. You've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad, finding yourself in a pen along with a Dew farmer you've met before, a mercenary stripped of his weapons, and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing a guard's distraction, you're certain you can escape on your own, but every person you bring with you increases the chances you'll get caught. Utilitarian. Take advantage of the distraction and try and get everyone everyone out, saving as many as you can. Nihilist. Slip away on your own. The others will simply have to fend for themselves. Machiavellian. Convince the merc to come with you. The Dew farmer can likely find his own way out, but the family will be nothing but a liability. Humanist. Get the family out first. The other captives should be able to handle themselves. Yeah. I think I would try and get the merc to come with me. If not on my own. I'm going to do 3 Machiavellian on that one. You've discovered a cache of pre-apocalypse supplies in an abandoned farmhouse. You can't carry it all back on your own, so you enlist a few friends from town to help. When you return to the cache, you find a group of emaciated scavengers in the process of looting the place for themselves. Do you let them take the supplies? Nihilist. No way. Threaten the scavengers, and if they don't hand over the supplies, kill them. Machiavellian. Let them take the supplies, but secretly follow them back to their home. Once there, you can loot their other goods and kill them. Humanist. Let them go. They're starving and clearly need the supplies more than you do. Plus, they had no way of knowing that you found them first. Utilitarian. Found them that you found the place first and offered to split the takings. Better to get less than you wanted than to spill blood or get nothing at all. Yeah, utilitarian on that one. Thank you. Please enjoy playing through your origin story. All right. Attributes and skill trees. There are 6 attributes in the Broken Roads. Strength, agility, resolve, awareness, intelligence, and charisma. Attributes are the basis from which skills and other statistics are derived. Each skill tree's starting values are calculated from 2 attributes. Fortitude is strength and agility. Temperance is resolve and awareness. Wisdom is intelligence and charisma. Each origin story comes with unique bonuses. For hired guns, those are +1 to strength and awareness, for a minimum of 2 in each attribute, +10 to shooting mastery, +5 to opportunist. In the example to the right, with 8 in resolve and 13 in awareness, all skills in the temperance tree start off at 21. Shooting mastery has a bonus of 10 from the hired gun's background. In combat, movement points are derived from agility and strength, while action points are determined by agility and intelligence. Keep that in mind when distributing attribute points. So just put all attribute points into agility. No, I'm joking. The punt skill. One of the unique skills in Broken Roads is the ability to have a punt. Essentially, taking a risk on something uncertain. Your player character has a pool of punt points, PP. They can draw on if they need to attempt a skill check that they fall just short of, or if they want to increase the accuracy of a particular attack in combat. During dialogue, active skill checks which fall within the range of your character's skills plus punt points will be displayed with a unique icon alongside the text. This will allow you to spend punt points for a chance to succeed in a task that you would otherwise be unable to perform. Punt is derived from the charisma, plus any additional points added to the punt skill. Each additional skill point doesn't directly equal 1 additional punt point, however. Skills attain different effects whenever a threshold is reached. In this example, the character has a rank 2 punt skill, increasing their punt from 32 to 50. Increasing their punt from 32 to 50 would place them at rank 3, and so on. Move your mouse over each skill or rank to read this description. Boy, okay, that was a lot of interesting info. I have 30 to spend and 10 to spend. It seemed like agility was pretty important. Oh, interesting. Sage is not available in the demo. Flow state and stealth. So am I correct in strength and agility is my fortitude, and these are fortitude skills? It looks like that's the case. 11, 11, 10 does not equal 30 though. It sounds like agility is a good one. Oh yeah, okay. It adds, yeah, look how this whole row like levels up. Agility sounded like it was a good one to do just because of it goes into several different things. Action points, initiative, intimidation. Okay. Charm, appeal, punt. Affects range damage awareness. Okay. Do that. Power affects melee damage, health points, movement points, and intimidation checks. I'm gonna do another one there, another one there. There, and I'll add that to round it out. No idea again if any of this is good, but so I have 30 points to spend. Sounds like Deadeye would be a good thing to have. Is that Barbican or Barbican? Shrug off damage like a brick shithouse. Okay. Classic. Melee mastery, opportunist. Stealth throwing. Deadeye. Take time to line up your shot. Increases accuracy of Deadeye attack. Drunken Master. You can handle your liquid courage and use it as scrap. Use it in a scrap. Shooting Mastery. Accuracy of range attacks. So it sounds like I want to increase that for sure. Increases accuracy of vigilance attacks. Okay. Keep your trigger keep your finger on the trigger and your eyes down your sights. Prepare for an attack and fire on the first enemy who moves within range. That sounds like the classic like Overwatch kind of thing. You know what it takes to make people tick physically. Use restorative items from utility slots to heal and revive allies. Okay. Leadership. Increase the chance of a successful mark a target. Punt we kind of talked about before. And Tinker. Alright, I'm going to put a bunch into shooting. How do I know what this marker is or what it does? Oh, I can see it right here. It's 25. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, 50 is the next one. Oh, weird. That's a lot of... Character can equip the ranged weapons and perform ranged attacks. Range attacks gain critical hit chance. Bonus damage. Okay, I'm not going to actually put 50 into that, but... I'll put 10 into that. That sounds like a good thing to have a lot of. A little bit of opportunist. A little bit of leadership. A little bit of punt. A little tinker. A little bit of that. I'm just gonna put a lot into shooting. All right, let's see what we get.
You made it. Good. My name's Jake Anderson, and this here's Bally Hall.
The sandy-haired man's face, and the sun-beaten and the sandy-haired man's face is sun-beaten and craggy, a testament to life lived in the bush. Continue. Truth to tell, I wasn't sure you'd make it. Between the wildlife and the attacks we've seen, Thought you might have met with some misadventure.
Right.
He swipes his nose
so
with
the
his
job's
thumb.
simple, and the pay's good. You'll ride along to Kokobee with a couple of my scouts as security for Cole, the engineer fixing our radio. In Kokobee, you'll be meeting Mick, the mayor of Brookton, and escorting them both back home.
Okay. It seems like every other thing is narrated. It's an easy job. Not expecting much trouble, but better safe than sorry, yeah? He doesn't wait for an answer. Let me introduce you around. Ella's over here. She's my second... he pauses. My cousin, too. Her and her sister, Mad, who's keeping watch from the crow's nest. Don't get on their bad sides.
New blood, eh, Jake?
Their rangy woman's face is careworn and sunbeaten. She looks you up and down and raises an eyebrow. Hired guns the trip to Kokobee. Figured it couldn't hurt, the situation being what it is, hey? Gonna be with you, so maybe you can give the tour. That would be good, cheers. Don't need a minder. Pleasure to meet you. Remain silent. That would be good, cheers. Uh-huh. She looks at you, almost as if she pities you. I'm sure your sparkling personality will shine through, and you'll win a place in his heart in no time. That's me, noted heartbreaker and charmer. She's so deadpan, she almost seems serious. You fancy seeing the place? Meet the colorful locals? I had a few questions first. She sighs and crosses her arms. Alright, let's have them. What's the biggest danger on the road? Likely a bandit or two, but most steer well clear when they see we've got guns. She considers for a moment, and grudgingly says, it'll be good to have you with us if things go sideways. Look how thin the barrel is on that gun. So why is Bali Bali Hall your base? Been in the family for generations, yeah? We've been hunkered down here since before the gone away world went away. It's a good spot, close enough to the towns that we can reach them, far enough away they don't bother us. And the barely human predators out in the bush, they know not to fuck with us too. Good sight lines from the crow's nest there, up on top of the hall. Excuse me. And we know the land hereabouts like a lover. No one's creeping up on us. Jake seems like he's the one in charge. Where does that put you? Been in the family for generations, yeah? We've hunkered... Yeah, that's the same line. Oh, did I push the wrong button? I did. Jake seems like he's the one in charge. Where does that put you? She stares at you for a moment. Second in command, and happy to be there. Jake's smart, experienced, and a great leader. We've all got a lot to learn from him. What can we expect in Kokobee? People looking to offload their junk on the next sucker. Barter crews hitting the piss and chewing each other's ears off, mostly. Good spot for dew farmers, fuel scabbies, and whoever else brings their wares. Old rail crossings that's become the main way station of this side of Meriden. Generally pretty boring, but it's paying work, so. Tell me more about these others. So, you've already met the boss. That leaves Jonesy, Dreamer, and Mad. May as well say hi to Cole, too, seeing as you'll be escorting him. She shrugs. Your choice of who you want to talk to first. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go meet them, though. Who is Dreamer?
That's Mishti. Wet behind the ears, only 18 years old, but a mad talent for negotiating. She saved us some bullets and bandages for sure.
Alright.
Call her Dreamer, because she has big ideas of crossing the Nullarbor and seeing the world. Right now, she's busy sorting through inventory and storage, just past the hall. Probably never dreamed of that.
What can you tell me about Mad?
My sister. She does a bit of mechanic work from time to time, and keeps things running smoothly here. Never really seemed to take to people very well. Or maybe people never really took to her. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Anyway, she's part of the crew, but don't take it personally if she doesn't want to be pals. Who is Jonesy? She nods towards what looks like a makeshift training area, where a hooded man is arranging mannequins and bottles.
Handles blades and small arms. Tough guy. Jonesy's really fucking good in the bind. His dad's the mayor of Brookton. Mick. You'll meet him later today.
What do you know about Cole?
Brookton boy. He fixed up our tow truck and keeps the radio systems in order. Kind of the go-to fixer for anything Mad can't do. Decent enough engineer. Talks a lot, though. Just shut him up if you feel like it.
I'm ready to go meet him.
Let's go.
Player and camera movement. To move your character around the map, left-click an area. White circles will appear on the ground to show what your character and party members are walking towards. Left-click is also used to speak to other characters and interact with certain objects in the world. To indicate this, your mouse icon will change depending on what you're hovering over. To pan your camera, you can either push your mouse against the edge of the screen, use WASD. Yeah, see, now it's WASD. WSAD? No, WASD. Or hold down the middle mouse button and drag in any direction. Introduction to important tabs. At the bottom left of your screen are 5 icons. From left to right, they are Party Management, Moral Compass, Journal, Map, and Menu. Why is Menu further away? It's because it's a meta thing instead of actual literal thing. Click on each icon for further information. Introduction to Party Management. The Party Management tab gives you detailed information on your character and party members' skills and attributes, current experience levels, equipped items, and the party inventory. This serves as a shared stash but is not accessible within combat, so be sure to equip your characters with weapons and utility items before battle. Equipping items. To equip and unequip items, you can use left-click to drag and move items to their correct slots. For example, you can drag and drop the hunting knife to your party inventory over the pistol to replace it from your inventory over the pistol. If you wish to split a stack of an item, right-click and drag to move only one of that item of that type. Okay. So it looks like I have... I don't know what this is. A shotgun? A hunting rifle. And a knife. But that could be a pistol. Oh, it's on his hip. Yeah, there's a knife. And then, oops. There's, oh, wait, he still keeps the knife. Oh. We got some scraps, some useful rags, meat, a frag grenade, a small first aid kit. Looks like I have a frag grenade equipped as well. No armor, no clothing. Toolbox. And then she has a hood, pants. One thing would be nice is if I could see stats of items from that screen, or I don't see any reason why this info that it shows here, down here, can't be there when you mouse over it. That would be nice to see. Because otherwise you have to take it off and read about it and put it back on. +1 awareness, +1 focus. She looks like she has a SR98 sniper rifle. LL's familiarity with this rifle grants her -1 AP to reload cost. Alright. Cool. There's an exclamation point over this, like I'm missing something, but okay. Moral Compass. The Moral Compass. The Moral Compass keeps track of your current worldview, active moral traits, and philosophical leaning. It also logs your moral history, a short entry summarizing each moral choice you made and which philosophical leaning it was assigned to. Alright, so we're leaning more towards utilitarian, which we kind of knew. But we have a little bit of Machiavellian, a little bit of humanist, so it's a rather broad view. Yeah, right? Active moral traits, not available in the demo. Plan and execution. This character begins combat with reduced initiative. After a few turns, they gain a bonus that lasts for the rest of combat. Interesting. We're on the cusp of this unavailable one and this unavailable one, but... Lone Wolf. Something terrible or divine. Critical hits deal 100% damage, but initiative is reduced to 0 on critical misses, forcing this character to act last next round. Critical hit and critical miss chances are increased by 5%. Alright, interesting. So there's a lot of traits that are unavailable in the demo, but... And then here are all the all the choices we made in the introduction. Interestingly enough, it gives you a degrees. How many degrees of each one? So this Machiavellian 10 degrees shifted us, I guess, 10 degrees towards Machiavellian. Very interesting. You can't click on where it says escape to close to close. I need to start a list of things. The journal. Your trusty journal records any currently active main quests and side quests, updates objectives, and keeps track of completed quests along your journey. You can view these quests at any time by opening up the journal window and clicking on the drop-down headers. The journal also keeps note of any key choices you made throughout a quest for you to reflect on at any time. Alright, so we have our quests here to do things. No side quests, no completed quests. Makes sense. The map shows an elevated view of your current location with unexplored areas hidden beneath fog of war. It displays landmarks you've come across while in the area and helps you plan where to go next. Alright, so we're over here-ish. And we've looked at some of these people. And the settings. Okay. I need... You know what? Okay, there we go. Elsa gestures to the roof of the hall. Look up there in the crow's nest. That's my sister, Mad. She'll be staying behind when the rest of us range out on our jobs later.
Mad. New hired gun. Going to be coming with Mishti and me to Kokobee.
The woman in the watchtower wears drab brown clothes, loose and comfortable. Her face is hard, her build is muscular. She looks like she wrestles ruse for fun. She scowls down from the makeshift turret. You babysitting Ella, or is she sitting you? I'll keep an eye on her for you. I figure I'll follow her lead. I'm not much of a sitter, to be honest. I'm a good teammate, though. Very much remains to be seen. Pull your weight, and you'll get no trouble from me. Gotta be better than the last one, though. Yeah? She leans over the railing. Ella, don't stick your neck out too far this time. She snorts. Like I'm the one who needs a sitter, Mad. Wasn't that long ago I was changing your nappies. She turns to you. You ready to move on to meet the others? Fuck you, Ella, she says without rancor. Hey, before you go, new kid, I need you to make sure the perimeter's secure before you all head out. Don't want any unpleasant surprises. What do you need? No going to run your mouth then. We'll get along. Oh, not going to run your mouth then. We'll get along fine. She chews her lip a moment, studying the fence and points. I want you to walk a circle around the outside of the fence. Check it for holes. If a dingo can fit through, call it out and we'll patch it up. No need for you to get your precious hands dirty. Just need your eyes. Before I get to it, you mentioned the last one. Someone before me. What, and you want to know what happened to the last gun we hired? He fucked up, mate. He fucked up and he died. That's what happened. Don't be that bloke. She shifts her rifle. Now, don't you have a job to do? Oh, those all said X's. I was like, did I fail those? But no. She settles back in her chair, her eyes scanning the horizon.
That's all we're gonna get out of her. Come on, let's go.
Alright, well, we got a quest to do, I guess. The War Against All. Investigate the east, south, and west side perimeters. I think I want to try this. Let's see what that gives us. Does that not change anything? How do I want the camera to follow them. Oh, did I not hit apply? What's going on, butt? We're playing a game. Surprise. Called Broken Roads. Australian Simulator, yeah, kinda. Yeah, I'm not sure about this camera. You would think that follow the player would be that, but... No. This is the quest, not me double-clicking on it. Hey, here's something. Continue. Ella stops to inspect a small hole in the fence. Bloody thing's falling apart. Mad'll need to patch this one properly. She shouts over the fence. Oi, Mishti, you hear me? Tell Mad she's got a proper patch-up job to do out here, would you? Ah, she's gonna love that. Okay, let's move. Need to do a thorough check of the whole fence before we're done. Carry on. Yeah, I'm clicking on that and it's not doing anything at all. Even double clicking on the ground doesn't do anything, or right clicking. No, it's just weird. Because earlier it did snap at some point, but... Oh, look, a snake. I saw a turtle today. It just wanted to cross the railroad tracks. There's a hole right there. I put a picture of it on Twitter. You notice a piece of corrugated iron board coming loose. Hey, Ella, look. What? Looks like a loose spot over here. She takes a closer look at what you're pointing. Nice find. Reckon a new bolt or two is all she needs. This thing's been patched up since, geez, since before, I reckon. Might be there's not even a single piece of the original wall still here. Wall remains, though. Let's keep moving. Hold up. She stops and motions to a section of nearby fence. A small pile of dirt is next to a shallow hole. Looks like someone's been trying to dig their way in. Raiders, maybe? Raiders! She can't keep up laughing. Mate, nobody comes looking for shit here. These are fucking dingoes trying to make their way in. Bastard's been coming non-stop since Mishti let her chooks roam about. She lets out another short laugh. We'll be sure to let you know if any raiders come on by, though. Well, I reckon that's enough to keep Mads off her ass while we're away. Nice work. Raiding dingoes, yeah, the worst of both worlds. Oi, Mad, found the 3 lovely jobs for you. Should keep you from falling asleep while we're gone. Mad snarls something unintelligible and turns away again. Well, your eyes work. You can follow instructions. Oh, and you can follow instructions. So far, so good. Party gained 150 experience. Nice. Right, let's head back and check in with the others. Cole's got to be done by now. Alright, so that became a completed quest. I wonder if there is a... No, there's not. There needs to be like a follow button that you can hit. Alright, let's go talk to these guys then, I guess.
Name's Jonesy,
Yes.
mate. Who are you?
Stand in front of him while he's cleaning his gun. The tanned, hooded man is busy cleaning a gun as you approach. He looks you up and down quickly, professionally, and back to his weapon. Name's Jonesy, mate. Who are you? Jake hired him to give us a hand on the way to Kokeby. He's pretty new to the life. Got any tips for him? New gun for the good guys, eh? Glad to hear it. You ever use your weapon on a person before? Yeah, loads of times. Lie, yeah, loads of times. Sure, loads of times. He raises an eyebrow. Then why does Ella think I can teach anything to a hardened killer like you? But hell, maybe this will be helpful.
So my advice is this. Time comes to throw down, don't blink. None of the Deros out in the bushwood. It's them or you. I made the mistake of trying to be kind once.
He pulls down the top of his shirt to show a nasty scar running across his chest. Here's how she repaid me. He He shakes his head sadly. When they've sunk that low, the only hope for them is hot lead. Humanist. Surely we can find a way to help them. Utilitarian. What if we organized supply drops so they weren't so desperate? Maybe they could help rebuild. Supply drops. Mate, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but everyone out here is barely scraping by. No room for charity when you're a bad day away from starvation. You want to be generous? Give him a quick death. Hate to ruin this heady discussion, but I'm supposed to keep squiring our friend here around. You and Jake are headed back to Brookston after our Alderside, yeah? Yeah. Gonna swing by and see my old man. Gotta update him on the kill count. Kill count? Is that really necessary? Building a fearsome reputation, huh? Nice. That shifts my view. Kill count? Sure, if that's your thing. I don't really keep track. Utilitarian. Gotta break some eggs to make that new world cake. Yep. Good for me and Brookston both. If Darrow's here, that's someplace is under my protection. I want them to think twice about hitting it.
Don't let him fool you. Under that bloodthirsty exterior lurks, well, the heart of a killer. But under that, not a bad guy. Not if he's on your side.
What's going on, Wazaka?
Well, unless you're a farmer. Then you should lock up your wife and daughters. Livestock, too.
Ah, you know me so well, Ellie. Except the livestock thing. No one can prove that.
He turns to you and points his thumb over his shoulder at her. Watch out for her. She's secretly not always mean. Ah, bullshit. I'm made of mean. Anyways, like I said, we've got to keep moving. You have anything more to talk to Jonesy about? What's your story, Jonesy? He shrugs. Merchant parents, murdered by raiders when I was tiny. Mick took me in and raised me in Brookton. I joined the Scouts. I like what they do. Been here for a decade now, like my adopted family. Yeah, Ella? Like getting an annoying kid brother, exactly. How long have you been in this villain killing business? 10 years or so. Made a pretty good dent in the population too. You can my t-shirt? Oh, thank you, Zot. Appreciate it. I don't think I've used bits or bought bits or done anything with bits in like, I don't know, a year now. Uh, 10 years or so. Made a pretty good dent in their population too. Got any good stories about the other Scouts? Twitch user group surveys? Ah, is that how they pay out? They email me once in a while, and sometimes I fill out the preliminary, and they never ask for more info, probably because they don't like what I'm saying. He opens his mouth, glances at Ella, who's staring daggers at him, and snaps it shut again. Nope. How about a little target practice? For sure. Let's get it on, and you can show us what you got. Get stuck into it. Oh, am I shooting? Optimal range. Different weapons are more effective depending on the distance from the target. Pistols and shotguns work well up close. Rifles from a medium distance and sniper rifles better from a little further away. Experiment with different weapons at varying distances to work out the optimal range. Your shooting mastery and Deadeye skills will also affect damage and accuracy as you improve them. How do I know what the optimal range is? That says 37%, 93%, 82%. It's injured. Where is my AP? Oh, interesting. I have shooting AP and moving AP. End turn, and they do nothing. Wow. Needs reload. You fired the last round in your weapon and must now reload. There is infinite ammunition in Broken Roads. Thank you. I like infinite ammunition. But reloading does come at the expense of action points, with the amount of AP consumed depending on the specific weapon. Below your currently equipped weapon, you can see each remaining round as a bright bullet icon. They are currently all dimmed as your ammo is spent. This right here. With each shot you take, the reload button shows how many rounds you'll gain, and the tooltip displays the action point cost for that weapon. You take 1 AP to reload 5, and that comes from your shoot side, not your move side. Not bad, mate. Good to have you on board. Hey, Ella, you might not be the resident sharpshooter any longer. She says nothing, but gives Jonesy the most tired of your shit stare you've ever seen. Haha, she's such a charmer. Alright, let's go here. She raises her hand to the young woman as you approach her. Dreamer, give the fresh meat a wave, will ya?
Fresh meat? For dinner? You know I gave up human flesh, Ella.
She looks up from her.
I'm Mishti. They call me Dreamer.
She looks up from her work concern. She gives you a wide smile and sticks out her hand. You used to eat people. You look young to be here. Why, Dreamer? Pleased to meet you. Oh. Did I skip something? Yes, I did. You're tired of my shit gear? That's okay. She growls. Deros, you chose to join the Scouts. You're as dirty as the rest of us now, City Slicker. It's clear she's got a soft spot for Dreamer.
Anyway, my job here, such as it is, consists of two main gigs. What I do best is convince people to save their bullets. I defuse fights, make sure people get along, keep their blood inside their skins. The other job? Cleaning up this mess.
You must be real tired if you keep coming to watch my streams every day. Anything I can help with? The way you describe your job makes it sound like you're a negotiator. What does cleaning up this mess entail? The whole place looks pretty messy. How'd you wind up out here? All fascinating. Let's see. Makes it sound like you're a negotiator.
Exactly right. If we're looking to get civilization rolling again, we can't just settle our problems by making more corpses.
Not, mind you, that some people don't deserve to be slapped around. She tries and mostly fails to put on a fierce face. And I'll be right there to hand some slaps out. What does cleaning up this mess entail? The whole place looks pretty messy. She casts an eye around the yard. You're not wrong. You should have seen it before I got here. These people are great scouts, bloody fantastic in the bush, but not as organized as they could be. She accentuates her words with a half shrug. We'll get it done in the next few months, I bet. How'd you wind up out here? Oh, that's a story on its own. Are you sure you want to hear it? Let's have it. You ask for it. She settles back and strokes her chin. Alright, picture a young Mishti growing up behind the walls of Meriden. Now, picture young Mishti, already a dreamer, learning the world exists in all its boundless wonder outside these walls. Existed. Now, she wasn't a bad kid, but she wanted more out of life than the city could give her, so she took every opportunity she could to find out about the world. At age 8, she decided it was time to see it on her own. She shrugs, embarrassed. The guards brought her back home and told her parents they'd caught her trying to sneak out. They punished her, of course. The world's a dangerous, scary place for city folk, but they couldn't stop her, and by the time she was 15, they gave up trying. Instead, they started looking for a way to make sure she'd be safe. No mercenary work with hunters and collectors, not for their precious girl. But where to turn? Remain silent. Turns out my mom had some friends in New York, out York way, and she sent them a message. Did they know anyone who could teach a wild child the real bushcraft? She takes a swig of water. Jake came out to meet me himself. Parents had already made inquiries, as they do, verified his credentials. He came by every couple months after that to check up on me, see how my studies were going. A few months ago, after I turned 18, he asked my parents if he could take me on full-time as his apprentice. I was halfway out the door before he finished the sentence. She gestures around. Had my share of scrapes with danger out here. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'd like to hear your story about coming here again. No. Anything I can help with? That's really kind of you to ask. As a matter of fact, I could use a hand with a couple of things.
Last fella was a bit of a legend in his own lunchbox. Now he's dead. Better to know up front if someone's aim is a bit shit. Corpses aren't so great at self-improvement.
She turns around to survey the encampment. Let's see. I heard you practicing at the range, so that's sorted. Once you water the camels and clear out the scrub in their paddock, that should do. I'm done at the firing range. Super, what's left? I've still got some work to do. Does it all have to be done today? Yeah, sadly. Jake's really been on me about it. Wait, so I'm doing it? Alright.
Later.
Let's go find, I guess, the camels, huh? Here's some camels.
This scrub looks like it's invading the camel's enclosure and they're having trouble resting without getting pricked. It wouldn't take you long to clear it out.
Remove the scrub.
The job only takes a few minutes and the paddock is cleared. The scouts will no doubt be happy with your handiwork.
It's interesting that we haven't heard the narrator until now, but... I mean, except for the intro.
There's only a small amount of grimy water left in the tub. Those camels are going to need something to drink, and soon.
Fill the tub with fresh water.
You quickly fill the tub, providing clean drinking water for those noble beasts. You're already a hero, a real hero.
Wow.
Good on you.
I ad-libbed a little bit there. That's alright. That's pretty good. She smiles broadly as you approach. Hey, how's the work treating you? Let's talk about those jobs you sent me to do. I finished everything.
That's bloody fantastic. Great work, mate. I definitely owe you one. Remind me at the pub later on, would ya? Here you go. You saved me a ton of trouble. Anything else today?
She gave me a small bottle of water. How's life been with the scouts? She breathes out a happy sigh. Bloody fantastic is what it is. No city walls, no neighbors, just clean fresh air and the wind for company. That's not me talking. I can't take credit for that. I don't have to worry about manners or not embarrassing Mum. I'm in charge of my own life and get to make my own rules. It's freedom, is what it is. She snorts. Not so glamorous as all that. The shine will wear off soon enough, kid. She glances around. Unless you're carrying a torch for some other scout. She blushes deeply. Oh, please. What's going on around here? Anything in the bush I should know about? She shrugs. Get the odd bush ranger here and there. Disputes between farmers. Some strange buggers wandering in from the wilds. The drought's really making people desperate. Nothing we can't handle. You'll be fine. What's the best part about being a scout? She shoots a glance at Ella. The company? She smirks. Nah, I kid. It's being out here. Limitless possibility, yeah? I'm still learning the ropes, mind you. Fresh as the lamb.
Yeah, thanks for that. But when I learn enough to manage on my own, I'm going to see if I can make my way across the Nullarbor. See what's on the East Coast. I hear it's paradise.
Alright, goodbye.
Later.
We've got one person left. This guy. Ella calls out as you near a young man elbow deep in a pile of electronics. Oi, Cole.
Who's this then?
The gangly young man hurriedly wipes his hand on his coveralls when he sees you. His carrot orange hair flops over his eyes as he gives you a broad grin.
Cole, meet your new protector. We need extra muscle for our trip to Brookton, given Jake and Jones here headed down Alderside way to see why they're so quiet. Hired this one on to keep an eye on you.
That's bloody fantastic. I'm just about done with the repeater array here. That should be powering up with the solar panels in no time. Get you scouts back up and on the network in a jiffy. It'll all get sorted once I can hit the market in Kokobi and... She holds up a hand. Steady there, Christmas. I was just making an introduction. One thing at a time. You raised Alderside yet? Oh, crikey, not yet. That's why I mentioned Kokobi. See, your modulator shot. I don't have a spare, so it's a good thing we're headed up there. Once I get that modulator, everything else is golden. It'll be right as rain. Let Ella speak. She chews on her lip. Alright, how soon can you move out? Cole. Oh, anytime you're ready, really. She shoots you a look. We've still got some work to do for the scouts, but it shouldn't take long. Oh, I know that feeling. Could be minutes, could be hours. I'll just take care of this then. He settles back happily. The scouts don't have a working radio then? Till we get this modulator sorted, might as well learn how to use passenger pigeons or reflecting mirrors or something. You know, mirrors are great in the daytime. Well, the sunny daytime. But kind of worthless at night and cloudy days. So yeah, we need to get to Kokobi for a new part. When do you want to head out? Well, he steps back and looks at his tools, the radio, and the solar panels. I reckon whenever you're ready to go, I can clean up real fast. Meantime, I'll keep working on the projects around here. Got nothing really pressing back in Brookton, I don't think. Catch you later, Cole.
We'll have plenty of time to chat on the way to Kokobi.
Plenty of time. Alright, we picked up the water. Return to Jake, okay.
Heard you're having your chin wags with everyone. How you finding Ella? She's rough around the edges, but then we all are. It's why I like to have her squire people around. Anyway, what'd you think of the place?
Good sight lines, you can see enemies coming a long way off. A bit of a shithole. The place is held up well. Did you decorate it yourself? It's alright. He seems vaguely disappointed. Just alright. I can see your point, to be honest. I mean, I grew up here. Lots of memories, good and bad. Got a special meaning to me. But to each their own, I suppose.
Anyway, if you're done with that, time to get Cole up to Kokobi. Like I said before, should be safe and easy. Once you get there, meet up with Mick. He can be a real charmer, or he can be a right bastard. He's a hard man, so it's best not to bullshit him. He's Jonesy's adopted dad, if that gives you any idea what he's like.
You'll be going with him back to Brookton. Jonesy and me will meet you there once we've finished up in Alderside. Anything else you need from Bali Bali before we go? Nah, good luck out there. I think we're about ready to go to Kokobi as well. Just had a few questions. Don't head out now, I'll be right back. No, a few questions. Sure, what's on your mind? Curious how you wound up here at Bali Bali Hall. Family land, ain't it? The great-grandkids brought it. The great-grands bought it back in the day. They saw the big fuck-up coming, pardon my French, and got wise. Stocked the place up and raised their kids, taught them how to survive out here.
Then they raised my parents raised me. Ancestral birthright, eh? You're standing in it.
A voice comes floating down from the crow's nest. Ancestral. It's been in the family for what? For like 100 years. It's not a bloody ancient castle, you pretentious fuckwit. He calls back. Yeah, obviously that's exactly what I mean. He shrugs. That's Mad, weighing in with her signature charm. Anyway, our family's been here pretty much since things went to shit. Keep the place as our home and keep watch out over the area. Sometimes we even take in strays. I'll get a big head? What do you mean? How'd you come to be the leader of these scouts?
After World War shit, my folks decided they might as well make themselves useful. Being a scout's family tradition at this point, and since I'm the oldest by a fair bit, I'm the one in charge.
Then it's Ella, then Mad, though that one needs a little bit more time in the oven. He strokes his chin thoughtfully. Don't reckon she's got the right temperament for a leader, you know? Didn't you always say family business stays in the family, Jake? Fair dinkum, Ella. What does that mean? But you know I'm right. He turns back to you. Anyway, that's why I'm in charge. Big, bright guy like me rises to the top, eh? Purely not the chance of being firstborn. What's your take on the area?
There's plenty in the bush to fill your pants with piss. What with the snakes and spiders and scorpions. So many scorpions. A real shit ton. But nothing to worry about, really. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, shake out your boots before you put them on, and you'll be fine.
Wazaka, I don't feel like I'm the kind of person who has a terribly large ego, but you know, maybe I'm misreading myself. Enough questions. Let me wrap up a couple things first, though.
Don't take long, mate. We're on a schedule.
No, I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go to Kokobi as well. Yep, we've wrapped up what Mishti and Mad asked. Let's get moving. Okay, best of luck with everything. We'll meet you at Brookton once we're done. Jonesy, grab your gear. We're rolling out. Same, we're on our way then. She shouts to the other two. Cole, Dreamer, let's get on the road. Oh, look. Everyone assembles. You know the drill, Ella. Stay safe and don't be stupid. No wazas, Jake. None of the stupid leaked into my side of the family tree. We're all set.
I would be deeply offended if I was smart enough to understand that, I'm sure. But look, keep your skin in one piece, yeah? This goes double for you, Mishti. If you're outside the gate, you don't let your guard down.
He turns to face you. You too, new kid. If all else fails, listen to Ella. She'll steer you right. Got it, Chief. See you later. Travel to Key Road.
You're not even an hour away from Bally Hall when you spot a makeshift cart on the road. A man lies motionless on the ground. A sobbing woman cradles his body.
Ella, you seeing this?
I see it.
She mutters grimly. She tightens her grip on her weapon, her eyes scanning for threats.
The young man sitting off the side of the road is rocking back and forth, a pistol held, unheeded in one hand. Neither he or his mum appeared to have noticed you, lost in their own personal tragedy.
Things will get dicey. Hang back while we check this out.
Without taking her eyes from the scene, she holds out her hand, gesturing Cole behind her. Things could get dicey. Hang back while we check this out.
You got it, boss.
I'm guiding them forward, okay. He's a solid 7. Would have been an 8, but for the hole in his chest. Seems like he'd be a good listener, though, on the account of being dead. The emaciated woman is sobbing over the body of a man lying sprawled in the dirt. Bright bloodstains on his shirt and pools in the dust on the road. Oh, Bright blood stains his shirt and pools in the dust of the road. She doesn't look up as you approach, trapped in the world of her pain. Alright, so you can see the nihilist and the humanist, no, the humanist and the nihilist, whatever the two of these are crossed out. I can't select them because I don't have the zone is in the right spot. Did they hire Ringo Starr to narrate? No, I assume that this is probably some one of the people from one of the tribes in Australia, like they mentioned in the beginning of the. I know you weren't here for it. They mentioned at the beginning that, excuse me, they wanted to thank some of the tribes that lived in Australia. What happened? At first, you think she wasn't answering you. Then you catch the fragments of words at the edges of her sobs. She looks up, wiping her face with the edges of her sleeves.
What are you even doing here? Why now? Why not before he... before...
She sees Ella and Mishti in your guns. She sobs and shakes her head, pressing a bloody hand to her face. Her wedding ring glints golden through the gore. How could we have known you were in trouble? Did he attack you? We cannot choose. You're lucky we didn't shoot you and take your cart. How could we have known you were in trouble? You didn't shoot me already, so you're not entirely heartless, right? She looks at Ella. I've heard about you. The Pale Sisters. Scouts, why didn't you help us? She gives you a look, then steps forward to take command of the situation. Me? What can we do? She stares at Ella for a few seconds, as if to assure herself that the pale woman is real. My son. He shot Greg. Then he took the gun and... He's a good boy. I can't lose him too. What's your son's name?
It's Will. Same as his granddad.
She stares down at her dead husband. Dreamer, she gives you a brief smile, but the pain in her eyes doesn't diminish. Right, we'll go have a little chat with him, then. She nods at the boys sitting in the dirt beside the fence. Oh, I figured we'd be able to choose multiple options, not just the one. Alright, Will.
Stay back. I've got a gun.
He points the pistol loosely in your direction, a mop of dusty brown hair hanging down into his eyes. He shakes his head to clear his vision. He can't be more than 18 years old. Yeah, what type? Machiavellian threaten him. Yeah, so have I. Why don't you just put it down and we'll talk? Humanist, hold out your empty hand. I'm not here to hurt you. Just take a deep breath. You don't understand. His arms seem to lower of their own free will. I just killed someone. He raises his arms again. They're shaking. I could kill you too. Machiavellian can't do. Point your rifle at him. Drop the gun or I'll drop you. Oof. Who is the man? Did he attack you? He scrubs at his face with one hand. No, you've got it all wrong. He points the gun at you with renewed ferocity. I don't want to talk about it. Mishti takes a step towards him, hands up and empty. Hey, let's have a little chat, all right? Let her take the lead. I've got this, Mishti. Let me talk to him. It's okay. You can trust her. Shoot him in the chest. He's too much of a threat. Shoot him in the chest. This family's done for. And now he's threatening us. We don't have time for this. It's okay. You can trust her. She says nothing, but you see her relax ever so slightly. We've all done things we regret. What? Regret, right? One split-second decision, and it seems like it's all over. But it's not. You're still here. And that means you've got a chance to make it right. You don't know what happened. What I did. He gestures wildly with the pistol. Ella's expression doesn't change, but she widens her stance. I killed him, my own dad, all because he... Yes, Wasaka. You're not responsible for what your dad did, Will. Her voice is soft, sympathetic.
No, it wasn't like that. He asked me to. He said he was holding me and Mum back, that we'd never make it to Meriden at this rate, so he asked me to. to make sure she makes it. And
He looks at you, wild panic in his eyes.
I shouldn't even be alive.
He puts the pistol up under his chin and closes his eyes. Reach out a hand to stop him. Wait. Rush him and try and wrench the gun from his hands. Shoot him in the leg. Remain silent. Oh, God. Reach out a hand to stop him. She won't make it if you're dead. You know that, Will. His hands tremble, then his arms. He drops the pistol and slumps to the ground, his head in his hands. Ella picks up the pistol, checks the cartridge, and tucks it into her belt. He'll be safer with that around for now. We done here? Yeah, we're done. If they get attacked, they'll be defenseless. I want to know what happened. Do we get paid? Can we leave them some food or water at least? I want to know what happened. Tough shit. It's not part of the job description. Now get moving. All right. Cole, you ready?
You ready?
Oh.
Let's go.
Hey, you did good back there. It's nice to meet someone else who's willing to believe that a bullet to the head won't solve all the world's problems.
This time maybe. Glad my gun's still fully loaded with potential problem solvers. Maybe they'll be in a position to repay the favor later. Sometimes we make bad decisions, but it doesn't mean we have to keep making them. We're all just doing our best out here. If saving one life means saving two, it's definitely worth doing. And everyone knows you can't argue with maths. She grins at you, then removes her hand. Let's keep going.
Welcome to Kokeby Way Station. Now we've got Cole here. All we need to do is wait for Mick to arrive, then escort the two of them back to Brookton. He should be arriving any minute now. Any minute now?
She cranes her neck back towards the road. I'm gonna go check out the radio tower and catch up with Dustin. He's usually got modulators up the wazoo. I'll be down there if you need me. Oh, look, a kangaroo!
There he goes. Never a dull moment with Cole around.
She doesn't quite smile, but her face takes on a slightly softer edge. I'll introduce you to Tina. She runs this place. Good person to know if you're looking for work.
Oi, Tiny!
Fight the kangaroo. It's gone. Oh, there it is. No, it's here. Yeah, it is unavailable for a fight. It has the no symbol on it. Old police car. Oh, there's so many people. All right, let's talk to Tina before we do anything. You wouldn't want to be that close to a kangaroo? Yeah, I hear they're brutal.
Welcome to Kokeby, stranger.
The effervescent teenager is an outdated... The effervescent teenager in an outdated conductor's uniform salutes you with neatly as you approach. A polished silver whistle swings on a chain at her hip. Tina, good day. We're just here to pick up some parts for the radio. Then we'll be headed down to Brookton with Mick and Cole. Thought we'd say hi while we're here. She gestures vaguely at you. This here's a hired gun. Jake reckoned we could use the extra hand. There. Now you're introduced. Ella, Mishti, always a pleasure. She smiles, the dimples on her cheeks making her look even younger. Mick's not here yet, but you're just in time. I've got a little bit of a pest problem. I'm hoping you can see clear. You can see me clear. Tell me more about the pest problem. Let's see what you've got in stock. What's with the outfit? I like your uniform. Thanks. She gives you a delighted smile. I found it when I was cleaning out those trains for people to stay in. It was tucked away under a console in the cab, like it was waiting for me. Like it was waiting just for me. She puts her arms out and does a spin to let you appreciate the uniform from every angle. Noah thought it suited me anyway. Who's Noah? Noah's my brother, but he's 4 years older than me, so he's more like my father. Oh, jeez. Jealous of the conductor strip? So like I do the train thing like that earlier today. There are people who definitely like wear overalls and have like a conductor's hat and all that. Both who come to ride the train, like kids and people who work there. I have not got any conductor's drip yet. No, I don't know. That's not exactly my gig, but where's Noah? Oh, she chews on the inside of her cheek as she considers you. Yeah, you're probably about the same age. Oh, big oof. Where's Noah? Dunno. Signed up with a barter crew. Haven't seen him since. He said something about sowing his wild oats. She falls quiet. I really hope he doesn't become a farmer, though. She fiddles with the whistle at her hip. He's beyond terrible with plants. Anyway, why do you care? I've got everything you need. She gestures at her stall. You want to trade? Your brother left you here all alone? I've been running Kokeby just fine without his help, thank you very much. Her tone is crisp. He can stay gone for all I care. Are you in charge here? Yep. She pulls out a shiny silver pocket watch and holds it up for you to see. Mount Kokeby is engraved on the front in fine handwriting around an embossed steam engine. Station Master's timepiece. She slips it back into the fob pocket of her pants and gives it a little pat. Is that what the little miniature pocket is called? The fob pocket? I put my work ID in there sometimes and or flash drives. The future. Anyone gives you grief, you come to me. I don't know what time it is, though. Spring's been busted for years. Definitely like the navy blue getup over a more common American light blue with the fluffy cap. I don't like the stripes. The stripy hats. You know which ones I'm talking about? Not a fan of those. Got any news for me? She thinks for a moment. Yeah, Damo's mate is in a bad way. It's a big ask. But he probably needs some medical attention. If you're the kind who can give it... medical attention if you're the kind that can give it. Don't know if that'll be enough, though. Let's see what we've got in stock. Bartering for goods. When browsing a shop, you may see a number at the top left corner of an item. To purchase one item from the stack, click and hold the right mouse button on the item and drag it to the shop side of the offers column. You can also drag all of an item onto the offers column and use right click to move items one at a time back to the seller's inventory. The Make It a Deal button will equalize the value between your items and the merchants adding money to whichever side is currently lacking funds. Click Confirm to accept the balanced trade. If you wish to split a stack of an item, right-click and drag to move only one item of that type. She's got a pistol, a small bottle of water, a pistol, a knife, a toolbox, scrap. Oh, wait, no, it's me. I got two pistols. She has meat, milk, camel milk. Camels have become the main source of dairy since the cows all went teats up after the big bash. Oh, got them. Some rope. Great for tying your shit down during a sandstorm. Fruit. Get that good shit in you. The complete package of fiber, carbs, and probably even 1 or 2 vitamins and minerals. Restores 5 health. Milk bottle empty. The striped one, no thanks, yeah. I got 125 bucks. Let's buy some rope. Confirm. Cool. Tell me more about your pest problem.
We hired a mercenary in Mason to help protect the town.
Ever since we hired him, he's been driving away business with that attitude of his. The problem is, he won't get lost. Claim we have a contract. Oh, okay. What's she doing? She like snapped off to the side. She gave him the finger and keeps it up as he lazily extends his arm to do the same.
I want you to convince him to move on. Go terrorize someone else. And to stop being such a fucking crybaby.
Her shout carries clearly into the shimmering air. Why did I put a picture of a rock on Snapchat? It's coal, actually. Like coal from a train. There. Oops, no, that's the wrong picture. Here. It's a different picture. It's not the same picture, but it's close. A carbon stone. Yeah, I guess I don't know if it's actual, like, mined at the ground coal, but we do have steam trains that run, and it's literally just a box of coal that sometimes the coal falls out of and goes all over the place. So this was near the train tracks. And this was the turtle. He's very turtley. We ended up, somebody came and picked him up and put him off to the side on the other side of the track so he can, I guess they were saying that there's, oh look, I think it's another piece of coal right there, by the way. I guess they were saying that a bunch of them were gathering somewhere off to the side. So it sounded like that one was trying to get to them as well, but you can't see it, but maybe this is the turtle, the tracks were maybe right here. It's pretty close to the track. So I was just standing there next to him, making sure that it didn't try and get on the tracks, because turtles and trains don't mix. No, I'm pretty sure that's not a turtle turd. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Okay. My Firefox tab with Twitter just crashed. Not that I need it, but you know. Continue.
Wah, wah. I'm a little girl and my big brother's not here. Wah.
He holds his fist in front of his eyes in a mocking imitation of a small child.
Go sit on a rusty spike and rotate, you old filthy bastard.
She picks up a rock and pegs it at him. He dodges easily and laughs. His GTO, he still has it. He still drives around.
So yeah, I want him gone, thanks.
She turns back to you, her cheeks flushed. I'll go take care of Ian Mason now.
Looking forward to your problem-solving capacities.
It didn't sound like, I thought it was going to be like, you know, there's rats in the basement, not there's a human that I need you to go get rid of. What does she have? She has a pistol. Dual wield, buddy, no. Guessing she probably doesn't want a grenade, considering that they are trying to be better about not killing people. Also, why is my damage 5 to 9 and hers is 6 to 12? It must be the gun. We haven't gotten any real, like, team combat yet. There he is.
I'm busy.
He has the stance of someone who's seen other people with military training, but never been through it himself. He reeks of sweat, and his camo is obviously the wrong color for the surrounding terrain. After a moment, he lazily gives you his attention.
What do you want, kid? Looking for a real man to show you how to use a gun?
In your dreams, mate. Tina wants you to move on, mate. What's your deal? Ever thought about joining up with the scouts? Need a hand. What's your deal? My deal? He spares you an amused glance. My deal is that I'm the only thing standing between these bogans and the slow death of the sun. There'd be no Kokeby if I wasn't protecting the whole place. Everyone would be too scared to set up shop, like you and whoever else crawled out from under a rock to limp here. Actually, I'm pretty sure protecting the people and places around here is what we do. The merc ignores her. Tina wants you to move on, mate. I don't give a fuck what Tina wants. She hired me, and I've kept my end of the bargain, protecting Kokeby. It's gonna take more than you and your two little nursemaids to change my mind. There's gotta be something you want, mate. What can we do to convince you? I can't make you leave, but you're wasting your talents here, don't you think? There are all kinds of places you'd be appreciated more, paid more. He narrows his eyes and crosses his arms. He works his jaw, and you can tell he's getting ready to bring out the big guns. I have a contract. A merc's worth it. Merc's worth is his word. I go back on that. I'll never work again. I'm tired of this. You'll never work again as it is. Attack. Utilitarian. You'll never work again if you're dead either. Cut the crap. How much will it cost to make you disappear? You'll never get to work again if you're dead either. What? How are you going to protect all these people if you get yourself killed by running your mouth? Or, the way I see it, you're making a damn good case for why the world would be better off without you. The fuck do you think, the fuck do you say to me, mate? Threaten. Let me spell it out to you. Let me smell it out for you, buddy. Let me spell it out for you. We're better off without you. Your death would make the world a better place. Machiavellian. I said, you ignorant fuck, that the world would be better off without you. Did I make myself clear, you self-absorbed asshole?
I've had enough of your threats. I don't take shit from anyone, least of all a 2-bit mongrel too dumb to know his fucking place.
Uh-oh. Alright. I guess we're entering a fight with random townspeople? I like the track. Oh, this is the bogan points. What are they called? The PPs. Not the pound points. Whatever it was. What? You're shitting me. Missed twice? On a 78% chance? You're shitting me. Everyone's missing. What does he have? Is that a shotgun? No. Is that... What are these? Intimidate. Sprint. Grenade. Oh, interesting. Oh, what was that? Is that a melee person? Yeah, okay. Why is everyone missing? Holy cow. Not enough action points. How many action points does it need? 4 AP to throw a grenade. Okay. Okay, I really can't do anything. I can't move the camera far enough to see the percent chance to hit. Obviously it's gonna be low, but when using a melee weapon from a distance, if the target is reachable, your character will approach them, spending movement points to get within attack range. Certain weapons cannot be fired at point blank range, forcing an enemy to move away, incurring a possible opportunist attack with your melee weapon. How many points is it to get there? 4. Yeah, you can't shoot through things. Oh, he overwatched. Interesting. They have opportunist? Yeah. But the target was out of range at no distance. Dang it. He's gonna shoot if I move, so I don't even know why I did that. No, I probably should be. All right. Fuck. I don't know how to check their ability. What? Ow. Not enough. Oh, I don't have enough action points for Deadeye. Oh. Target is out of range, huh? Oh, my weapon is not loaded. Okay, well. Yeah, that's a little bit of a pain that it's out of bounds like that. Like, I can't even see what chance there is to hit. I'm assuming it's high, but you know. Not enough action points to what, shoot me? What is he doing? Could have done better, she sighs. Still, maybe we stopped him hurting someone else later on. Do we have to loot them or something? Let's give Tina the news. Hunting rifle. Wildfire grenade. Throw some mongrel on the Barbie. Deals 6 HP damage in a large radius and leaves the victims burning for 3 rounds. Also sets oil on fire. And some bandages. Frag grenade. Tried and true. Deals 14 to 20 HP damage in a 3-meter radius. Standard shotgun. Spray it, don't say it with this well-crafted shotgun. Deals 6 to 10 HP damage and 2 armor damage. Yeah, right? Hunting knife, sure. Radio parts. If you want to yarn with your long-distance mate, you'd be wise to keep parts like these on hand. Okay. And this dude. And this dude. A knife and some bandages. Okay. All the townspeople return. Does he have shit in his house so he can have? Since he's dead, he doesn't need it, right? Someone's a bit of a pack rat, or people dump trash here at night as a not so subtle fuck you. What's going on, Rachel?
G'day! What can I do for you?
You didn't hear the fight? I took care of the merc for you. Yeah, I saw. She stares at his body, tapping her whistle against her thigh, then shrugs. I hope he didn't have any friends who will come looking for him. I mean, I doubt it. The guy was the be-all and end-all of assholes. But still, Dags clumped together. Guess I just hope you'll be here if his mates come along too. Still, you did what I asked, and that counts for a lot. Plus, I'll never have to listen to him snoring through the midnight watch again. She lets out a sigh, all the tension draining from her body. Finally, I feel like this place is on the up and up. Thanks again, friend. She holds out her hand to shake yours. Give her a low five. Give her a high five. Give her... I'll shake her hand if she's offering. Here's to the beginning of a beautiful partnership. So, any idea when Mick's gonna arrive? You're new to this area, aren't you? Her tone is sympathetic. You got your cat a really expensive potty yesterday. It's huge. Oh my god. Well, hopefully they enjoy it. Mick's a force of nature, like a cyclone or a dust storm. When he's here, you'll know. Oh, you'll know, all right. You had to look up Dag. I have an assumption of what it is, but what is it? The literal meaning is a dung-caked flock of wool around the hindquarters of a sheep, an abbreviation of Daglock. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was. Used it right away. He's very smart. All right, good. It's a... I'm glad the cat is happy with its new toilet. I didn't know it was short for Daglock though, but I did have an inkling that that's what it was. It was poop stuck to fur. Don't forget, he's the one paying us today. Come on, what's life without a little bit of fun at your employer's expense? She pauses. Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. Alright, goodbye. She spots some new arrivals. And would you look at that? Right on time. If by that you mean half a day late. She waves at a sun-baked woman, an overdressed man walking over from where they hitched their camel.
Hello there, Tina. Lovely as the day is long, as always.
It scoops it for you. That's good. Having an app to track it and everything, a little weird, but okay. I guess it's good so you know it's working, but it's otherwise used as an affectionate insult for someone who is unfashionable or lacking self-consciousness about their appearance or poor social skills. Huh. Interesting.
We would have been here sooner, but, well, let's just say it's been an eventful day.
It certainly has. Had some excitement in the morning, and had to deal with some diplomacy after that. Not a bad day's work, if I say so myself. I suppose introductions are in order. I'm Mick Jones, and this is Jess Brown. Runs Brookton's barter crew when I'm needed elsewhere. He studies you. So, you're a new face in this crowd. You into forging alliances, or do you prefer to rough it alone? Very hard to determine when they're ill, so tracking their bathroom visits is important. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I have to figure out how to brush his teeth better. Don't they have the little treats that'll help with that? The little greenies or whatever they're called? Machiavellian. I've seen with others. Blah, blah, blah. You've got to stick together if you want to get anything done. A group has more bargaining power than one person alone. Yeah, okay, William Hamilton. Just don't go on strike on my watch, eh? She gives you a long-suffering look and sighs. She gives him a long-suffering look and sighs. On that note, I think I'll go check in on Frida. She gives you a friendly nod. Pleasure to meet you. You have those two, but he's a senior cat, and their teeth build up plaque. Okay. All things I'll need to know. I'll get to know when I get my cat. Yeah. I still want to maybe get one. However, the prospect of trying to hide every tiny wire and piece of electronics and stuff on my workbench does not make me happy. I need like a garage for my project so I can like not have the cat go in is really what I need. This is the quality of recruit you're accepting these days? Ella gives him a one-shoulder shrug. He frowns. Though, speaking of new recruits, he adjusts his coat and nods to Mishti. Young lady, you're looking well. Me, I'm off for a quick squiz at the goods. Got to keep my hand in. Let me know when you're ready to head off to Brookton. It depends on the cat. Batman shows zero interest in anything plastic or wiring. Yeah. Your cat specifically only chews on the wires because it annoys you. And she wants... yeah. Alright. Yeah, the opposite of the cats. Yeah. If I was here to monitor for a while and see what's up, maybe. But the idea of being gone for 8 hours or so and just having a cat, like... trying to get inside of my computer or something. You know what I mean. No worries. We took care of Tina's pest problem, so we're free as. Scouts? Free? What do I pay you all good money for then? He grins at her. She shakes her head and sighs. She gives you a jaunty salute. See you shortly. Oh, he gives you a jaunty salute. See you shortly. She smiles and waves at his departing back, then speaks in a low voice. Must be our lucky day. We got old Charmer Mick. On bad days, it's the old bastard. She puts her hand down when it's clear he's not going to look back.
Let's finish up and get on the road.
Senior kitties are better. I think like that, they're less inquisitive. He's also never had a young cat. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want a new cat. Definitely would like one that's potty trained well. And maybe isn't so, for lack of a better term, zoomy. A seasoned cat, yes, a well-seasoned cat. Extra oregano. Yeah, less frisky. As much as I like... Oh, she's still hurt. As much as I like cats, but, you know. I want a cat that will sit in my lap when I stream, not try and bite me or climb on my head. You know what I mean? If I even get one, which, again, I'm not actively, like, trying to. Talk to Mick to travel to Brookton. I don't know why I get that one wrong. That's optional. I can just not go to Brookton. I'm not sure what else I would do. Let's talk to some of the townsfolk, I guess. I think I'm melting. Could be the sweat, I guess. Could just be sweat. A guitar. Don't mind him. He's got his knickers in a knot because he can't take a joke. Something on your mind? Don't want to hear it. Thanks, buddy. Look at the kangaroo. Too hot to talk shop, mate. You want a tip? Always bring a hat. They're still zoomy? Oh. Rip. I mean, I kind of wanted to just go to, like... There's a PetSmart near me and just, like, look at the cats. See what's up for adoption, but... At the same time, like, I don't know. My brother and his wife have 4 cats. Because they had 2, and then they took her father's 2. And it's like, holy cow. I have 4 cats, dude. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I figured the ones at PetSmart I could go, like, interact with on the spot, you know what I mean? But... Other animals? What other animals? Rabbits, small and furry. horses, birds, scales, fins, and others. Barnyard. You can just fucking... What's available for a barnyard? A boar. A pig. Vietnamese potbelly. Was that potbelly pig? House trained? What? Sorry, I'm looking at the animals. Matcha the goat, Jacob the goat, Billy Barbara the goat, Vincent Van Goat, Mick Goatface, Phil the goat, Blackbeard the goat, Brewster the pig, Tango and Romeo, pot-bellied pigs. Oh man, they have some interesting names. No, I don't want a pig. I just think it's interesting that they have a section for pigs, or barnyard animals, which is just pigs and goats apparently. Charlotte and Fern. Oh, that's funny. They're both pigs. I just like derail the stream for, yeah, Mick Goatface. Get a cow. I don't think I have room for a cow in my apartment. Charlie the kitten, Jet the kitten, Binks, no picture, Toby, Dandelion, Danny and Domino, Charlotte, Tootsie the adult cat, 1 mile away, adult female, medium white, friendly, affectionate, loyal, gentle, playful, curious, funny, loves kisses, house trained, spayed and neutered, good in a home with other cats. All right. Oh, they have like a bio. Oh, it's interesting. Hi, my name is Tootsie. I'm a 5-year-old female. Wait, it's written from their point of view? That loves getting attention from both people and another cat. Gentle soul, love to play. Vaccinated, deworm, spayed. FIV, FELV, negative. Feline, something. Looking for my perfect home. Currently in foster care, huh? You can fill out an application to adopt and meet me at Petco in the town. Oh, this cat's probably like across the street from me at Petco. Interesting. Charlotte, an adult cat. I'm gonna look at the cats on stream, but not show them on stream. Feline AIDS, gotcha. A lap pig, yeah. She's special because she's a polydactyl. I don't know what a polydactyl is. Condition where an extra finger or toe is present on a hand or foot. Oh, interesting. Also special needs. Very strict diet. Requires a cat-savvy person to spend her life with. Alright, well, unfortunately that doesn't sound like me. A lot of young kittens on here. Less so. Oh, here's Nitro, an adult cat. This one is not far from me either. I guess that would be... I put my zip code in. More extra beans. Dox yourself with petfinder.com. Yeah, it searches in a 100-mile radius or something when you put your thing in. FIV positive cats. See, I don't know what that... I know what that means, but I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Since the virus is not readily spread through casual contact, he can live alongside other FIV positive as well as non-positive cats. Interesting. Oh, they just straight up give the address of this cat on here. I wonder... Oh, I know exactly what this is. Yeah, this pet's... It's at the PetSmart right next to the place that I go for my Italian food. Weird. It's weird. There's just a cat down the block. shouldn't be around other negative animals, yeah. A Komodo dragon? I don't have room. I don't have room for a tank or anything like that. Sorry, I know this is dumb. It's just me talking about cats, but there's another black cat named Mama Summer. $100 adoption fee. That's not really a big deal, but fantastic mom to her babies. Oh, but I can't not take the babies if I'm going to separate them. Okay with calmer cats, but not a fan of dogs. Prefers a home without other cats or dogs. Oh, there's a picture with it and its babies, though. Hang on, I can't. Oh, that would be mean to just adopt a cat, not the babies, right? Was surrendered by her previous owner. I think she was mistreated and not giving love and affection. Ah, it's so sad. Giving her time to read, feels comfortable. She's coming to her own finally. She needs someone who will let her call the shots. She needs an experienced cat parent as she has catitude. Likes attention when she's in the mood. Days filled with relaxing, eating, and some attention. Huh. Born in 2018, so they're 5 years old now. Alright. That's cool. There's a lot of pets on here. I'm not 100% ready to get a cat. I'm off the clock, mate. Got a few more. Get a few more years under your belt, and we'll talk. Dr. Butts. That's nice. Good dog name. Dustin Ellsworth. He's working on some parts and doesn't seem to register your presence. Excuse me, till you're almost on top of him. He turns and wipes his hands on his pants and gives you a broad smile. Dusty Ellsworth, how's the day finding you? What are you doing? Oh, this is just a bit of solder, a bit of scrap. Trying to keep the old tower in good nick, you know? He frowns. Not sure how much life it's got left, to be fair. No one's making parts. And what we've got's all breaking down. Been in Kokeby long? 5 years, maybe? Came by with Tina's brother, stuck around. Easy enough to work, easy enough to live. Long as trade keeps going through. He grins. Plus, Cole keeps my mind sharp. Boy knows his way around just about any gadget you care to name. What's news? Does that make sense? What is news? Seems like everyone's falling off the channels these days. Alderside, the Scouts, haven't raised York lately. I tell you, unless someone starts up the factories, we're going to lose the rest of our tech. I have heard that the orange cats are most crazy. I don't know the names of the cats. Like there's orange, there's black, and there's white. There's calico, which is like brown and white mix. And then there's the gray ones. And then there's what? The ones that don't have fur, which unfortunately I would never adopt. But those are the colors, not the breeds. Yeah, but but that's what it is, no? I don't know. I don't know. You've only had calicos been fantastic. Yeah, but I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like dog breeds, I know most of them. You're literally on a site that just lists them. That doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. What have you got for sale? Radio parts, $50, or he'll buy mine for $25. Ah, dude. Will he buy one of my 3 knives? He will buy 2 of my 3 knives. It doesn't say how much money he has. Is that just infinite money? You want to buy some handguns too? Yeah, he seems to be okay buying handguns. All right. A Cheshire cat. That's the one from Alice in Wonderland, right? I don't remember what it looks like. Later, buddy. I guess we'd better keep heading towards Brookton. I'll just see it like grinning from my closet while I'm trying to sleep, right? Is that how that works? Are those emus? When do I fight the dingo war? Old world goods scavenged from some remote or irradiated. I was reading that. Warehouse. Could be gold, but more likely everything underneath the first layer is dodgy, dirty, or just full of holes. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like I need like a cat trial to see if the cat likes me and will not eat one of the resistors on my desk or something, you know what I mean? Like, watch my brother's cats. They're actually on vacation right now. However, my other brother is watching the cats. One of my other brothers, excuse me. A catastrophe, yeah. Got him. Lynn Henson. She gives you the shortest of glances before returning her gaze to the horizon. Yeah. Who are you? Lynn. She stares off past your shoulder. What do you do? Surveyor. Seems she's not very talkative. Got any tips for me? Don't die. She gives you a humorless grin. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Got him. She takes the time to look at you until she has your full attention. If you're not a surveyor, you're not worth my time. She looks away from you again. Alright, well, leave her in peace. Don't hurry back. I love a menu where the options are roost steak, or go fuck yourself. A lot of rescues are open and communicative about individual concerns. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, you know. Is he worried about your faulty fire alarm? I was panicking the cat, and they assured me Batman would be fine, and he is. Gear's face when he gets a cat. Why would I make that face with the cat? I feel like the cat would be scared of me making that face.
Order.
Sid Thompson. This gaunt man looks up at you, shivering uncontrollably in the hot Kokobi sunlight. Water. He croaks the word, red eyes struggling to focus on you. Humanist. Humanist. Give him a bottle of water to ease his discomfort.
Thanks.
He can barely lift his hands to hold it, but you press the bottle to his lips and he gulps greedily, emptying it in one go. Thanks. He gives you a weak smile, then leans back in his chair exhausted. I'm gonna grill the guy about nearby towns? Anything you can tell me about the nearby towns? He coughs suddenly and wipes the side of his mouth, a small bloody smudge appearing on his sleeve. Mate, help me get to a dock, and I'll tell you whatever the hell you want. Bye.
G'day, name's Damo.
Damo Lane. The young man stands up straight, bouncing his foot restlessly as you approach. He has a smear of grease under one eye and a dusty mop of unattended hair held at bay by a weather-beaten cap. Good day. Name's Damo. You're happy we can't choose how we look. I'm happy about that? Why am I happy about that? They don't have the face muscles to make many faces except snarling, so showing teeth even in a smile is an aggressive face to me.
Everyone needs fuel. Black gold's rarer than actual gold these days. I got petrol, diesel, whatever you need. Best prices this side of Meriden. or I'll eat my hat.
I appreciate you taking care of my mate here. He shuffles his feet nervously. If you'd be up for it, I could use your help further too, but... I heard from Tina that your mate needs help. What can I do? We've got into a bit of trouble at the refinery, and Sid ended up copping the worst of it. He said everything was fair dinkum, but now his hair is falling out and he hasn't eaten in 3 days. He's got some radiation poisoning for sure, dude. You know, all he probably needs is some iodine. She looks at Sid, tapping her chin. I've got a doctor friend down in Brookton Way. She'd help him, especially if I told her you sent him. I sent her you. Jess will take him on the camel cart, right, Jess? She calls out and waves to Jess, who waves back. She grins. See? Sorted. Say nothing.
Really? I mean, thanks. Yes, please.
His mouth falls open. He springs forward and shakes your hand. So hard, it makes your elbow hurt.
I'd shake your head, but I've had the runs for the past 6 days. You don't want to know what I've been using for toilet paper.
Hopefully not your hand. He looks at you, lips cracked and face pale. He's sweating and shivering and has difficulty focusing his gaze. You're not gonna shit on me, are you? I hope not. A violent tremor shakes him from head to toe.
I'll get old mate settled in the back of Jess's wagon then.
With surprising strength, she helps Sid onto his feet, and the two of them begin the slow pilgrimage towards the camel cart. Damo gives you a genuine smile. Thanks, mate. You've got no idea what this means to me. He calls after Sid. I'll catch up once I've sold our fuel, okay? Is his face aggressive? Yes, it's aggressively smiling. Mick, we'll take you to Brookton once you're ready to go. It always pays to travel in packs. You want to trade? Everything we brought is spoken for, but there's plenty of other options in Brookton. What can you tell me about Kokeby? The food here is atrocious.
I heard that.
He grins. Just kidding. Tina can grill a root steak like nobody's business. What else do you want to know? You and Tina seem to get on. I've known her since before she could walk. You've never seen a baby so quick to grab hold of anything shiny. That's when I knew she was going to be all right. Do you know what happened to Tina's brother, Noah? Not that I'm willing to tell a damn near stranger. He gives you a look. Anything I knew to go to Tina first anyway. Don't go meddling in family affairs. General life advice. Who's this solar panel guy? Mr. Blue Flannel? He peers at him across the distance and shakes his head. I just know about everyone but him. Oh, I know just about everyone but him. He's new. Probably won't last long. Do you know anything about the lady selling water? Frida's a good sort. Jumps at the sight of her own shadow, but she's got a kind heart. Shame, really. Save your pity for the dogs, Mick Jones. Her tone is harsh, but her eyes dance with laughter. I didn't come out of hiding after 15 years to have you sneak compliments behind my back. Right you are, missus. He doffs an imaginary hat. Compliments out front from now on. Should we bury the merc I killed? You got 3 hours and a spare spine? Leave him for the dingoes. At least they'll make someone happy, which is more than he ever managed when he was alive. Quadrants of the center circle have gotten bigger. I guess you could still shift your pie slice completely and still have more utilitarian options open to you in the future. Yeah, I don't know if that reacts based on... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess maybe the more you choose it, the more those grow, and it's a permanent growth? Like, I honestly don't know. Give me some info on the young kid with all the fuel. Damo's a good bloke, trying to do right by his dad, God rest his soul. Watch out for Sid, though. He's mean as cat's piss. Alright, that's all for now, buddy. You planning to stay long? Nope, heading back to Brookton as soon as we finish up. I'd have a lot more guns if we were staying out overnight. Oh, you know what? Speaking of guns, What do you have for... Excuse me. Oh, punt, right, that's what it was. I mean, she's not a bad shot. We'll give her the shotgun instead of the handgun. Can I see that emote? Yes, it's an orange cat. Better yet, I'm gonna give her the hunting rifle. And I will take the shotgun. That way I have a close weapon and a far weapon. Same with her. We'll give her the shotgun, the handgun, so she has a close weapon and a far weapon. She's staring at Ian Mason's dead body. She doesn't seem upset, but she isn't happy either. Shame that, she says. Who are you? Like Mick said, name's Jess. Trader from out of Brookton. I mostly travel with Mick, but I've been known to go solo. What do you do? I drive a camel cart between Brookton and Kobe as part of a permanent trade route. Occasionally I chance it and sleep out under the stars, but only when I know I won't get caught. What can you tell me about Kokobi? Why ask me when Tina's right there? She shrugs. Used to be a rail stop before the world went to hell. Became a trading post because people could follow the tracks. She pointed at the parallel lines of iron stretching out across the countryside. Do you come here often? Every couple days, she scratches her cheek. It's not a bad run, and Tina knows how to hold the good stuff for us. You need anything? Nothing at the mo, but thanks for asking. She gives you the briefest of smiles. Anything to trade? Nah, we're here picking up other people's orders. Okay, have a good one. This is the water trading lady? Welcome to Kokobi. Her smile is genuine, if a little hesitant. Though maybe you come here all the time. Sorry, I've been out of the trading game for a while. Need any water? You're on the phone, so no FFZ, yet earlier you were doing FFZ emotes, or did you swap? What's your story? I'm Frida. Got a decent source of sweet-tasting water. I'm looking for a long-term mutual exchange. Oh, and I'm looking for a long-term mutual exchange. She appraises you with a practiced eye. Forgive me, but you don't seem like the settled-down type. If you come across someone who's looking for a steady supply, can buy in bulk. Tell them to look me up, though. What are you doing here? Selling water. Or at least I hope so. Do you want to buy some? What can you tell me about Kokobi? It's a lot bigger than it used to be. She laughs abruptly, startling herself. Not much to do, but it's a handy crossroads for hawking your wares at hapless passerby. You were on the computer before, now you're on your phone? Gotcha. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I saw you doing some earlier, but let me see your water. $30 for a water bottle? $50 for a large water bottle? $25 for a water bottle, a milk bottle filled with water? Some soap. Used for cleaning yourself or others if you're into that. Got him. She'll buy my... Oh, it's an empty water bottle. I was going to say she'll buy my water for $8. All right, I mean, I guess we'll buy... I don't want to buy... Oh, it's 10 waters. Oh, 10 waters at $30 a pop. Yeah, no. What's going on, old man? How you doing? I will buy a water from her. Goodbye. I hear old-timers used to complain about the quality over quantity. Oh, what a life. One more bottle and I'll have just enough water to make it back to Meriden, if I don't get robbed first. What kind of town doesn't even have rats? Rats are how you know you're civilized. Oh, look, they got a little cat.
Friend, welcome to Kokeby and the energy source of the future. See anything you like?
He greets you with a dazzling smile and arms held wide. He gestures at the array of solar panels littered around his stall, his clip-on fan bobbing dangerously with the movement. I like you. Oh, he gives a little laugh. Then oh, as the meaning of your words sink in. He tries to cover his blush by taking off his hat to fan his face. I'm flattered but spoken for. How do you manage noisy mouth? Like mouth sounds? By having a really good gate on your audio. Here, ready? This is me talking in my normal voice. And if I push this button here, this is me talking with my same normal voice, except without a gate on it at all. And you can hear that there's a lot of like breath noises and mouth sounds. Also, Twitch recently stated that kissing and licking microphones is against terms of service for sexual content. So don't get me banned by me making mouth sounds on stream. Frida Lamb. No, he's not. Shut up, he yells back. He freezes mid-fanning motion, then clears his throat and hastily resettles his hat. You want to buy some solar? But yeah, having a good gate is great. It's all software. Yeah, that makes it a bit tough, but yes, finding where your gate needs to be before your compression. What if a cat licks the mic? Against terms of service, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Is key because you don't wanna gate things that are quieter than your voice, such as breathing and mouth sounds, but not so much gate that it starts clipping your words. Like if I return here and we can do like this, you can hear it's kind of cutting a lot of my words off, and that's because it's set too strong. You don't want to go this far, but you also don't want it down here where like all your breathing and stuff doesn't work. Like you need it set. You really got to know where your setup is so that you get it. You thread that needle. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot you can do in edits. I'll spare one more moment while I'm on a tangent here. Back in college, I recorded a tuba player, and I'm trying to find the audio here. I'll play you a little bit of it as soon as I find the folder. I have so many folders. Hang on a second. No. Where is this? Hang on. Anyway, when we recorded it, he had a cold, like a pretty bad cold, actually. So what we did is it's a tuba trio, and he played all three parts, but he would play like 4 or 5 measures at a time, and he'd focus on getting like one measure really solid. And he did this for like forever. And what we did was we picked like individual notes from all these different takes and stuffed them all together into one like, you know, the best of the best take. Here, I'll play you a little bit of it. Let's see. So this is all him. And this is all like, almost every note is like a different take. So, yeah, editing can get complex. I did the recording, some of the production, and the editing on that, and a first mix, and somebody else did the final mix on that. Is there any specific song you had in mind while playing? With that was a written piece for a tuba trio. So somebody wrote all that out as a piece for 3 tubas, but he played all 3 parts just separately, and I edited it all together. Let's see. What makes your solar panel so special? Mate, he holds up his hand, drawing the moment out far past anyone's comfort level. I can tell you're new to the energy game. He leans in close. These guys don't give a rat's ass about keeping you informed. But me? Oh, keeping informed. But me, I know my worth. When it comes to energy, you've got 3 choices, right? Dig up some black stuff and set it on fire. Use that big old fire orb in the sky. Or run water through some turbines or some shit. I don't know about you, but I don't see a whole lot of water nearby, and I hate getting dirt under my fingernails. Someone's like hitting something outside, and I can hear it. What's special about solar? It's the gentleman's energy source. He gives you a painfully awkward wink. Oof. Oof. And civilization, my friend. That's the way of the future. He finally runs out of steam and gives you a supposedly smiling charm. So what do you say? You want to invest in a better, brighter you? Oh, he's got a video game, though. Fruit break? Is that what that says? Any chance at a discount? His voice squeaks and he coughs and tries again. A discount? Mate, you gotta be pulling my leg. Do you have any idea how hard it is to clean these bastards up? Haul them halfway across the country and keep all the sand and shit from getting in? A discount? He scoffs. I'd sooner get caught with my pants around my ankles when the dunny walls fall down. He shakes his head and chuckles. A discount. Come on, Jerry, Jezza, J-Money. I really want that discount. Look, you seem nice, but I'm just not into, you know. He gestures ineffectually. This. Men? He stares at you. I mean, I thought I knew which way I swung, but now I'm not sure. He clears his throat. Look, if I'm ever in Brookton, I'll buy you a beer, all right? All right, buddy. Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. He shuffles his feet. You want to buy some solar? Let's see. $2,000. A screwdriver, $40. Car batteries. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Have a good night. I don't have $2,000 to. Oh wait, there's 5. I don't need 5 of them. Hang on. 2,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, all right. That's only probably like $30 here, right?
Come back soon.
All right, buddy. Let's get out of here. Some rabid dogs only deserves to be put down. He nods at Ian Mason's corpse. You did the right thing. I'm all done here. Ready to go to Brookton? He grunts and strokes his chin, considering. Need to make sure we're all squared up with Tina before we roll out. He calls loudly towards the diminutive trader. Oi, you no good swindler. We're gonna get moving. Any last duvalakis you want to force into my pockets before we call it quits? 2,000 Australian dollars after the fall of the Greater Society. So more like $18. Gotcha. She cocks her hands on her hips and stares him straight in the eye. I don't know, mate. It's been a long day. Not sure I have the energy to haggle with a stubborn old mule. He feigns outrage. Why, you cheeky ankle biter. I oughta... He starts chuckling. Right then. We're on the road. We'll see you in a bit, eh? He gestures at you to follow. Come on. The sooner we get back to town, the sooner you can buy me a beer. Head to Brookton. Well now, he cracks his neck and gives himself a little shake. It's getting late, but here we are. You should have a look around town. Introduce yourself to the locals. Never hurts to know who you're dealing with, especially if you're planning on heading out this way often. Hey, thanks for following. Dev, nice. Oh, no worries. I've been enjoying it so far. Thanks, I will. I'm good. Okay, any pointers on who I should meet? Depends on what you're after. We got local and blow-in merchants right here, but they'll all be gone by dark. If you want to barter. By dark if you want to barter. Sarah down at the clinic if you need any doctoring. And of course, Sally at the Broken Arms if you're ready for a beer. He shrugs. Of course, you could have found all this out for yourself by taking a quick tour like I suggested. Thanks, I will. Come on, I'll show you around.
Let's go.
What happened to the sick guy? He's just hanging out somewhere. Let's see. Bruce Harris. As you approach, he gives you a warm, beaming smile. Good day. New around here, hey? How you doing, buddy? Who are you? I'm Bruce. Bruce Harris. Sell a bit of this and a bit of that. Mostly clean water, some fresh produce. Have a look. Where does your water come from? Hey, thanks for following. I know a guy. He smiles widely again, almost laughing as he answers. Can't be giving my secrets away, man. Where did you come in from? I was in Alderside yesterday. Brief stop in Ardath before that. Just doing the rounds, the Deweys, and the other water merchants what might have missed. What are Deweys? Hey, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for letting us have a chance to play it. Oh, you know, dew farmers. Glad they're helping with the water shortage, even if it's a bit of a competition. A lot of need out there at the moment. You didn't really say where you were from. Some ways east of here. A few days hike. Little place off the main tracks. I can really grill this guy. No, specifically, where are you from? Geez, persistent, aren't you? His smile fades for the first time, but he still has the same warmth about him as he speaks. I've had said where if I was keen for you to know. A lot of us blow in here, do some trade, and then blow out again. I've got mouths to feed back home that rely on homes staying off the maps. Let's see what he has for sale. Barley, some water. He's selling water for $30 too. Fruit, mushrooms, radio parts. Goodbye. I think the two things that I had noticed earlier was we were fighting that guy in the last town, and one of his mates ran to the left-hand side of the screen, and you couldn't see the percentage on his, the chance to hit, because you couldn't move the camera off that far. I'm trying to think of what the other one was that I noticed. It'll come back to me. Pretty sure I heard some cars the other night after shut-in. Gene reckons... Oh, it's a whole new thing. If I lost my whole crew, I reckon I'd rather Mick... Oh no, they go too fast. Gene reckons it was just thunder, but I don't know. Things must be pretty good out east if people are keen on gold again. No time for luxuries around here. Join Discord. Oh, yeah, sounds good. I think I saw you guys have a forum on your site and a Discord as well, so... There's the Broken Arms. Let's see if we can find that doctor before we go do anything else. But yeah, I get you. Having a trail of text the check is better than just someone saying it. Chick, 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 chicken. Lay a little egg for me. Gotcha. Alright, sounds good. The trailer that Mick's crew used on their barter runs to Kokeby. Good to see you again. What can I do for you? What do you do with your camels when you're not traveling? Bob and Dawn hang out at Taylor's farm with the other camels and sheep. I think they like the company. What's there to do around here? Drink and shoot the shit? She gives you a faint smile. Most people don't stay long. They come to the Big Smoke for one reason or another. Then they go on with their lives. Those who do stay tend to have families, though. She falls quiet. Alright, goodbye. Sean. Hey. His voice is deep and pleasant. If you're here to help out, we're glad to have you. Who are you? Sean Taylor, of Taylor's Farm. Pleased to meet you. What do you do? I work the farm with Dad and help keep Brookton fed. It's a busy life, that's for sure. Got any news for me? Not unless you're interested in the gossip of the sheep and pigs, yeah. You need anything? Nah. He stretches with a grunt. Nothing a good night's sleep won't fix. Goodbye. Oh, right. It was the camera follow. I'll mention that too when I join the Discord later. I thought that was a dog at first. I was like, why is the dog doesn't have a head? It's not a dog. Come on, Mel. Stop sulking. Let's play. Oi, mister. Can you chuck our ball back? Oh, hell yeah, dude. The football is slightly soft, having received a few too many punts across the lawn. It's been lying in the sun for quite some time, the upper portion blazing hot, the underside cool and clammy. Oi, mister, chuck it here. Yeah, peg it hard. The children clearly want you to throw the ball back to them. The misshapen lump looks decidedly unaerodynamic. Throw the ball back overarm. Toss the ball back underarm. That was that thing where it said there was a special reason for that. Kick it back to them. Kick the ball further away. Walk the ball back to them. Put the ball in your backpack. Put the ball in your backpack while whistling Waltzing Matilda. Drop it back on the ground. The quadrants have noticeably grown as gear has been mostly utilitarian. Are the core quadrants sized based on your current orientation or your past record of choices? Yeah, we were thinking like, does the center section just grow depending on how many of that one choice you've chosen through your playstyle, where the cone can change multiple times, I guess? You know what I mean? Adds one. Gotcha. Makes sense. Toss it underarm. Oh, right. That means I can't do it. I need the punt stuff. Right. Okay, we'll throw it back over arm then. Oh, I cannot choose a new one. I have to do this. Okay. Passed. Okay, good. Nice. It reduces the opposite quadrant by 1 to a minimum of 30. Oh, interesting. You're able to make choices both in the world view and your moral tendencies. Interesting. Okay, so that means... Yeah, okay, so the other sides are basically... Looks like these two are shrunk down almost as small as I can get. Whereas this one has a little bit of room on it, and that one obviously has the most. You lob the ball towards the children. Mel catches it easily and gives you a hearty wave. Even my dad could do better. She holds up the football for all the kids to see, then throws it as hard as she can at Davy's face before running away. Tag, you're it. Cries. She's so mama mean. Get used to it, kid. If your worldview is shifted wildly, you still have more opportunities in your previous strong quadrants. Makes sense, yeah. It's an interesting take. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that in a game like this. If you tend away from those, say starts talking a lot of nihilistic options, you'll see the yellow utilitarian moral tendency decrease over time. I mean, it makes sense, yeah. If you have that harsh of a shift, it would start lowering. Cole looks up from his work, but you can tell he's thinking through some problem or other. What'd you need? Are you good with all that happened back in Kokobi? What happened in Kokobi? He stares at you for a moment before it clicks. Right, you murdered a dude. Yeah, look, he was being a real dick to Teen. It's a shame he was such an asshole you had to tear him a new one. But if it means she's safe, it's all good. What do you do? Mechanic, sort of. I like to fix machines, and take them apart, then fix them again. It's kind of a never-ending cycle around here. How much of your time do you spend in Brookton? A lot. Most of it, I guess. There's usually a job somewhere around, I mean. I was in Beverly a few weeks ago, and Alderside. I think last month? But often I sit in the hall and work on stuff there. Mad says there are days on end where I don't talk. Says it's fucking delightful. I think she still thinks I talk too much. What's there to do around here? Well, traders are always coming through. Help out at the clinic or the farm if you've got the know-how. Pub's pretty popular, of course. Lots of stuff. There's a guy in the cage. If you like a little extra crazy in your day. Tried to take on our barter crew, but that didn't really work out for him. I want to test it out and see how it feels, though. A lot of balancing is done by launch. Adding 2 instead of 1 if you're making a decision within your worldview. In that quadrant, it's definitely better. Yeah. I get that. Especially something like this probably could be refined over time, even past launch too, if need be, you know. But got any news for me? News. He taps his chin thinking. It's echidna breeding season, so keep an eye out for trains crossing the roads. Oh, that's not news. That's a fact. Sorry. Do you need anything? Mate, have you ever had fizzy water? His eyes light up. I had some at a pub once. Spent ages trying to get the nozzle right, but then I couldn't find a small enough air compressor. I'm pretty sure Mad's still angry I covered her in sugar syrup. Said it made the flies 100 times worse. Attracted lorikeets too, but... Bye. Have a good one. Well, here's the cage guy. Sarah's ambulance. It can't clock quite as many miles as it once did, but it still has its uses. Dead ringer. Hey. The blood-spattered raider surges to his feet as you approach, gripping the chain link on his cage. Hey, strong fella. He smiles, showing dark gaps where his teeth used to be. Muscly man, striding Adonis, dispenser of justice and mercy. Get me out of this cage, huh? He tilts his head to the side and gives you puppy dog eyes, complete with pathetic whimpering and useless pawing at the sides of the cage. Why should I help you? Why shouldn't you? His retort comes quickly, like the crack of a whip. Don't you care about justice? I'm pretty sure you must be there for a reason. He shrugs. So? Riddle me this. He takes a closer look, squinting in the harsh sunlight. Merc. His grin widens. In the heat of battle, you get your 4 Fs. You're fighting, you're flighting, you're freezing, and you're fratricide. He giggles and stops himself. Who hasn't gotten a little carried away in the wash of it all, when the blood hits the dust and smells like... He holds up his fingers to his nose and sniffs, then looks up. Rain. Who put you in here? Military-grade Barbie. He lifts his hand over his head, estimating height. But she's not the decision maker. That'd be old Gut Wound. He grins, slicing across his abdomen with his thumb. Who's Gut Wound? Goes by another name now, doesn't he? That's right. He stares off into the distance, towards the marketplace. He breathes the words so low you almost miss them. Mick Jones. Why'd you call Mick Gut Wound? That's what he called himself. You should ask him. You'd be in for a bloody good time. He grins. The sight is not pleasant. What will you do if I free you? He peers at you. Free? Nah, man, none of us are free. We could do whatever we wanted. Oh, if we could do whatever we wanted, I'd be flying up there with the birds. He lets out a trilling whistle, a convincing facsimile of a local bird call. But getting out of this cage would be nice. It increases the font size. Interesting. Humane. This treatment is inhumane, yes. What will you give me to let you out? Extortion's a dangerous game, friend. He breathes the words as if fogging a pane of glass. He watches you with beady eyes. I'll tell you a secret, or I'll fight you. Dealer's choice. He grins. What'll it be? I've changed my mind. I won't help you. A feral smile slowly pulls his lips wide. Well. Oh, well. He presses his face to the wire until his eyes bulge from their sockets. Then you better sleep with one eye open, asshole, because I'll find you. And what I do next? It's gonna make the rest of your life look like it's been paradise. You're just proving my instincts correct here. Good frickin' luck. I don't like to be threatened. Shoot him. Just shoot him or walk away. You're proving my instincts correct here. See you soon. Here's the clinic. Sid Thompson. Good to see you, young fella. He gives you a friendly nod. What do you do? Now, nothing much. He leans his head back, relaxing into the chair. I'm too old and I've done too much shit to bother with keeping up appearances. What did you used to do? Bit of this, bit of that. He looks up at you and tilts his head to the side with a shrug. Fuel running these past few years over Perth Way. It was a solid gig until some shitheads set the processing plant on fire while me and Damo were in the middle of knocking out our allotted batch. Bastards. Who do you think set fire at the processing plant? Riley's Rippers. He spits on the ground. Bastard's been dead 20 years, but his legacy of being a monumental piece of shit lives on. Bye. I'll never forget what you've done for me, mate. Little koala drawing on the wall. It's nice. Hello, can I help you? She puts down the rags she's tearing to make bandages and gives you her full attention. Who are you? Sarah Taylor. My husband and son run the farm outside of town. What do you do? Town doctor. Mostly I dispense pain relief and a dose of reality for people who forget what really matters. Who are those bandages for? Whoever needs them. She pats a pile of unwound scraps. What's important is that they've lain in the sun and then been boiled, so they won't get anything nasty in a wound when it comes time to wrap it. Got any news for me? Nothing you couldn't get from the people with more time on their hands. Do you need anything? A full surgical suite. Her expression doesn't change, but she glances at you before continuing. For real though, distilled water is always in high demand. Woody pear, Mary tree sap, lemongrass shoots, the usual. How'd you end up in Brookton? Was it the accent that gave me away? If she has one, it's imperceptible. I moved here after I met John, and when we had Sean, it made sense to stay somewhere safe. She looks at the walls with unexpected fondness. Brookton served us well so far. I don't know why I can't say the name of this town. I think I've pronounced it like 4 different ways so far. What have you got for sale? A focused blast grenade. Perfect gift for a pack of raiders. 8 to 30 HP damage, as well as 5 armor damage in a 4-meter radius. She really needs water, but she won't pay more than anyone else for it. Suspicious. Bandages. I've got useful rags and bandages.
Right. That's enough socializing for one day.
You Cadbury.
She gives Ella a mischievous grin. It's good to know your limits. She stretches and yawns. Let's head back to Bali Bali. Sun's about to set. She looks sheepish. I was hoping we could hit the pub, check on Jake and Jonesy. She raises an eyebrow. Mishti fidgets and looks away.
Mick will want to grill the new kid on how the day went down. Let's handle that part first, yeah?
Brookton School. Oh, these are the kids who were playing football earlier? No. They don't want anything to do with me. That fountain must have been a beautiful day. Must have been beautiful in its day, excuse me. Yeah, we talked about him. Jackaroos and Jillaroos. I've got the tools you need. Oh, these are more kids. Or the same kids that just ran up from behind. Surveyors Guild out of York hasn't sent anyone in a while. Wonder where they're exploring now. Brookton is a friendly place. Friendly, and we want to keep it that way. Hitting up the market can be a bit exy, but we wouldn't have come all this way if we weren't here to shop. Authentic camel noises. Met the locals, eh? Oh, met the locals then. He sizes you up. Looks like you've been through the ringer, new kid. Time for a beer. Each person's paying for themselves, of course. James Wakefield. Excuse me, I need a moment of your time. The speaker is a tall, broad-shouldered man, well-groomed, with a gold necklace and gold bracelet glinting in the sun. Despite his size, he moves with a fluid grace. He reminds you of nothing so much as a big cat, attractive, smiling, and dangerous as hell. Who the hell are you? He stares at you coolly. My business is not with you. Spit it out then. All the humor is gone from him, like he senses a threat. He's alert and focused, his eyes never leaving the newcomer. His voice is low and calm. My name's Jake Wakefield. I'm glad to have met you, Mr. Jones, glad to have met you, Mr. Jones, as I come bearing a proposition for you and your people. A proposition, he repeats flatly and dismissively. Better make it quick, mate. He holds his hands out, palms up. Let me be plain then. I come from a powerful community to the east. We're rebuilding civilization, and we'd like to invite Brookton to be part of that effort. Join us, and we can end the age of grubbing through the relics of the past. Join us, and we can usher in an age of miracles. His eyes narrow. You want us to bow and scrape to someone who never even looked our way before? Who never had the good graces to come and say hello himself? He spits to the side. Civilization. And what do we get out of it, pray tell? Civilization will bring the rains? Fill these fields with wheat again? What happens if we say no? Let's see. We should hear him out, as it may be a benefit to us. Intrigued. Devils in the details. Remains silent. He stares at the stranger silently for a few seconds. We've got nothing but your word to go by, mate. Show us some of these miracles if you're so keen to bring us into the fold. He chuckles. Mr. Jones, I was sent merely to make the offer. I'm a messenger, not a diplomat. If it's pretty words you're after, you're not the man I thought you were. Well, Mr. Not a Diplomat, why don't you piss off back home and tell your overlords that if they want us kissing their boots, they're gonna have to prove these boots are worth the tongue. Till they can, the answer's a hard no. He takes the answer with equanimity. Is that how you say that? I don't even know. Equanimity. Making video games, yeah. Nice, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. He said no, or weren't you listening? What kind of guarantees are you offering? Maybe we like the darkness. The only way anyone's free from want or care is if they're dead. And what are the costs of that protection? Absolute obedience? You're not the first to try that one on, mate. He said no, or weren't you listening? Clearly not. You'd want us to give up our freedom? I said the answer was a hard no, so let me emphasize it. Hard fucking no. Got it? Piss off, Wankfield. Tell your masters we're not buying. Remain silent. I don't know why you're taking this bloke seriously. Join his mysterious far-off community so we can, I don't know, all drive cars again? She laughs scornfully. Mutton Chop's been out in the sun for too long, I reckon. Piss off, mate. Seems she's taking her cues from Mick and Ella. No need to be rude. His tone is mild. You've made your choice clear. My duty was to ask, so I have done. Be assured that I shall sleep soundly tonight. A good evening to you all. I'll make sure Cole gets Bali Bali back up on the radio waves toot sweet. We can't be offline if you need us in a pinch. He stares after Wakefield, thoughtful. Might be a good idea. Yeah, cheers. Tomorrow, we can send someone to follow in his tracks and find out where he came from. We'll get to the bottom of this. What's going on, Fridge? I'm gonna need a beer or 5 after that ordeal. I'll see yous in the pub. She stretches and yawns.
Another day, yeah? Gotta head back and spell mad. She'll have gotten pissy sitting up in that nest by a lonesome for hours.
She nods, slapping dust off her trousers. She seems unable to give her companion her full attention.
Oh, I was actually planning to head to the pub. Like you said, it's been a hell of a day.
Dude, it's so bad. You can see it. You can see it on my arms. It's like terrible. My arm feels okay right now, but it's been like aching all day. Pub o'clock, yeah? I'm parched. Hope we'll see you in there. Don't be a bloody idiot. If you're having a night at the Arms, we're taking the truck. You can walk back home. Am I peeling? No, it was only yesterday that it happened. Yeah, I'm sure I eventually will be, but no, not right now. The back of my hand has been itchy, but nothing else. Ripper, we'll see you in the morning, El. He nods at all of you as he and Jonesy head for the pub door. It's a bit of a hike to Bali Bali, isn't it? That'll do him good. They can walk off the hangover. She turns her gaze back to the younger woman. Right, Mishti, let's pack it in. We've got a free ride home, and like I said, Matt'll be getting pissy about being left out of all the action. To be fair, I thought today would be less eventful. But yeah, time to go. Itchy hands. Yeah, it's not itchy palms, thankfully. She sighs unhappily. Okay, look, Ella. I know you prefer to base your decisions on facts, so here goes. She holds up 3 fingers on her right hand. I swore I'd never say this, but you're not my mum. She takes off her ring finger and touches her index finger. 2. I'm an adult and capable of making my own decisions. Tonight I choose to hit the pub. She folds down her index finger and glances at the remaining middle finger. And hey, there's point 3. Listen, my mind's made up. I'm having a few drinks. Not planning to get wasted. Cut me some slack.
And mate, we saved that boy a key road today. Can you understand that? We saved an innocent life. That's worth a fucking beer in my book. Besides, I saw that merc murder. Killed today. Need a little something for the nerves, you know?
Ella looks like she's about to talk, but Mishti holds up her hand and keeps going. Plus, we know Taylor's farm was raided today. What if they come back? What if they want revenge? Brookton will need guns, and I'm happy to have a pint and then stand guard. If you're going to defend the town, drinking is a bad idea. It dulls your reflexes. You're absolutely right. Just don't drink too much. Remain silent. For fuck's sake, don't encourage her. Brookton's got 'em handled, Mishti. They don't need our guns here. Come on, why are you so dead set on staying? She lifts her chin defiantly. Jonesy promised to buy me a beer. You know how I feel about free beer. You're pulling my leg, Jonesy? She steps back and sighs. Kid, I got stories about Jonesy that'll curl your pubes, assuming you've got any. She's looking out for your best interest. See where the night takes you. It was a good idea to seize opportunities where you could find them. She throws up her hands. Why are you still involved in this conversation?
Anyway, Dreamer, I'm gone. I'd say don't do anything I wouldn't, but you're already way past that point if you're keen on a dickhead like Henry. I'll tell Matt you're drinking her beer.
She blows out a heavy sigh. Rough. At least you weren't trying to be my dad. I swear, she's treating me like her little sister. Bloody hell, maybe even her kid. Her real sister would kill her if she tried this crap. She takes a deep breath and lets it out through pursed lips. Alright, pub o'clock it is.
You coming?
End dialogue. Alright, sure.
What can I get ya? First drink's free, if you promise to buy 3 more.
Her calloused hands is knotted around an old rag as she wipes the shining bar top free of spills. She flashes you a quick smile. Does that scheme really work? Scheme? She gives you an amused look. Mate, I'm just laying me terms out clear and simple. You want the drink or not? Is this a legally binding agreement? Binding legal agreement. She stares at you for a second, then bursts out laughing. Oi, Paul, get a load of this one. The patron lets out a sullen grunt and keeps staring into his beer. Sally wipes her eyes as her laughter winds down. Thanks, I needed that. Yeah, okay. Don't make me twist your arm or anything.
Bottoms up!
She pours you a beer and slides it in front of you.
Mick's hanging out for a yarn with ya. Just a heads up.
Hanging out for a yarn with you. Interesting. So I have no side quests, and this main quest has no new objectives. Even though Mick invited us to the pub. Alright, let's see. Oi, nosy, back off. Oops. I'm kind of in the middle of something here, mate. Nice night for it, eh? Enjoy, Fridge. Her entire attention is focused on Jake. You couldn't interrupt if you tried.
It was a shame things went the way they did in Kokobee. But I'm happy to know you had Ella and Mishti's backs.
I'd wipe that smug look off your face, but you're not worth the cage time. This place is pretty good as far as local watering holes go. She's talking animatedly, almost knocking over her glass of beer. Jonesy moves it out of her harm's way.
Heard you put that crybaby Mason in his place. Guy was overdue for a dirt nap.
He raises his glass in a toast.
That'll teach me to take people at their word, eh? Cheers.
He's listening to Mishti's enthusiastic recount of the day's events with half an ear and keeping tabs on the people in the bar with the other. Sally said you wanted to talk to me? I do, yeah. You ready to sit down and share a few pints and have a yarn about how today went? He looks at Jonesy, who's drinking his beer, and simply raises his eyebrows by way of assent. Yeah, let's do it.
Boy.
Jonesy picks up his beer and wanders off to find conversation elsewhere. Mishti follows.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Suddenly, you're fixed by Mick's piercing gaze.
Well then, here we go.
I did not mean to do that. I was reaching for something and I hit my macro 1 key, which is bound to 1 apparently. Let's see. Give me a second, I'll tell you what it said. Attaboy. Jonesy picks up his beer and wanders off to find conversation elsewhere. Mishti follows. Let's get down to brass tacks. It's a long enough walk from Kokeby. Had time to hear about a few of your exploits from Our Lady of No Bullshit. Reckon you're interested in my take on things. And I said, sure, why not? Well then, he gives you a measured look. Here we go. You're a bit on the slippery side, I have to say. Not that there's no place in the world for different points of view. I just take issue with the ones that affect me in ways I can't foresee. He cocks his head to the side. You're a hard worker, I'll give you that, but you're quick to step in where you should be asking questions first. Hey, thank you, chicken. Mishti's a charmer, alright, but she got you good. Getting you to do all that work for her, she's not gonna learn she's not gonna learn that way.
As for that merc up in Kokeby,
he pauses to take a sip of beer. Deadeye Mason was a bully and a fucking embarrassment, but we don't kill people for that around here. Not since I became mayor anyway. And that's not even getting into what happened at Key Road. He watches you, waiting for your reaction. How'd you like it if I picked you apart, huh? He nods. After this, he takes a moment to phrase his next thought. You and Mish make a great team. I don't know that I've been able to talk the kid down, but you did, and you should be proud. Even if the most you did was keep your pie hole shut. That takes tact too.
now, your turn.
I'm good, no feedback. You're old and you smell like camel dung. I've met mops with more charisma than you. You were pretty rude to that Wakefield guy from before. Better hope he doesn't make you regret it. Mick Jones, more like Flick Stones, as in people in glass houses? No one likes you. Sure thing, gut wound. I don't want to do the gut wound, but you're pretty rude to that Wakefield guy from before. I better hope he doesn't make you regret it. I very much doubt he can.
The sound of hail reaches your ears a moment before Sean bursts into the pub, screams and cloying smoke trailing in his wake.
Get out here! We're under attack!
Everybody slowly gets up from their chair and then stands there. No.
Bloody mongrels! Let's show him what it means to tangle with Brookton.
The growl in his voice carries in the shocked silence. Sandy aids, grabs her rifle from the wall and cocks it. Let's rock.
Let's rock!
Oh. All right, some
That's
action
as
here.
far as your story goes right now.
Ah,
You've
never mind.
already made your mark on this sunburned land. Deciding for those who couldn't come down on the side of life or death. But taking your stand against bludgers and blow-ins. Despite the many paths in front of us, we can only ever walk our own. What tale will your choices tell at the end of your journey down these broken roads?
Nice. Definitely one I want to check out. Like we've been seeing, if you're interested in this, make sure you wishlist it. You can join their Discord to get some more info as well. And yeah, I think that'll be a good one. So let's see. I don't know if there's anything else I want to play today. It is getting a little late. I definitely want to grab a drink either way. But let me look and see here. I'll even do this. these interaction reminder things get weird. So I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.